Tonight on the Midnight Train podcast, we talk about the early 2000s rap electronic band, The Executioners, featuring Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park.
It's
going down.
That's not what we're doing, Jeff. No, that's Jesus. No, that's not what we're doing. Listen,
it's going down.
Great band. However, we're talking about the history of executions.
Featuring Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park.
Maybe eventually, but right now, no. Okay, we're going to talk about the whys, the wheres, the whens, and how the hell did that happen?
Stay tuned. It's going down.
All right, listener discretion is always advised. All aboard the Midnight Train. Hello, passengers, and welcome to the Midnight Train podcast, where we bring the dark to light. We make fun of and joke about creepy stuff while bringing you as much information on each topic as possible. That was good. Yes, we are a comedy podcast, and stuff can get pretty dark, so if you're not into that, listen, no hard feelings. We get it. But if you are, thanks for being just as twisted and fucked up as we are. Yes, I just said the word fuck. And I am your host, the conductor of the cryptic, Jonathan Sayer. And with me, as always, are my co-hosts, Mr. Moody and Logan.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh, hi. It's me, Moody.
Moody,
I'm back.
Yeah, it's good to see you, buddy.
I have some kind of cough. That's why my voice is weird.
How'd the Sasquatch thing go?
Tastes like bacon.
It tastes like bacon?
Wait, you
Smells like
actually
bacon.
ate one?
Yeah.
You ate a whole one?
Yeah.
Damn.
Was it good?
No.
No.
Bring any for us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
No, Mr. Moody is still out. It's actually the one and only Jeff Butchko. He gets this.
Oh, yeah, everybody's like, oh, man.
Well, I had a joke, but then you came in with his thing, and yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Way to ruin it. Don't make me do speech, Ron.
No, don't you?
My tiny nipples went to France.
So listen,
anyways,
we are going to save the business stuff until the end. So let's just get into this. Let's turn on the lights, adjust our seats, grab a drink, and let's get spooky. But first, here's a toast. Oh, you beautiful motherfuckers. So that was interesting.
Would you like me to explain?
I would love that. I would love an explanation.
So, executioners are people too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, they're working a job just like anybody else.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're not represented in the music industry. So I wanted to give them like a Lumineers,
Is that what that
Avett
was?
Brothers.
Is that was
like,
it good? No,
like
okay.
song that they can listen to on the way to work.
Okay, so now that we're flagged somewhere because of that, right? So would you call that the ode to the executioner, perhaps?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say it's like a folk execution style
Okay.
of music.
And if you're new here, that's Jeff. If you're not, and you've been a long-time listener, guess what? That's Jeff.
They know.
Oh, man. So tonight, listen, we are going to tell you a tale. A superb tale. A tale as old as time that takes us from the beginnings of civilization until today. This tale will thrill you and chill you. It may elicit feelings of dread and sadness. It may make you angry. At times, it may make you uneasily laugh like the friend at school that was kicked in the balls but couldn't show his weakness. It's a subject that people continually argue about and debate with savage ferocity. Tonight, we're talking about executions. Not just executions, the history of executions. We'll talk about the methods and the reasons behind executions throughout the years. Then we'll talk about some famous executions as well as some more of the fucked up ones. And by fucked up, we mean botched, like bad stuff. Oh, like not good. This episode isn't meant to be a debate for or against execution, so get that out of your minds immediately, but merely to discuss them and the crazy shit surrounding them. So with that being said, let's rock and roll. You guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
You guys ready? All right. So listen first.
Too. Moody's ready.
Moody's ready. It's funny. Oh, that poor guy. He's out there chasing fucking, something that doesn't exist. It's like love. Oh,
man.
I'm just kidding.
I love you guys.
Doesn't your wife listen to this?
No.
Boobs.
Thank God. No, she will now because you said that. She'll just walk in the room and hear that automatically. So listen, I do want to give a big shout out first to Designated Quizzers Podcast.
Hell yeah.
We just got done doing our guest appearance. Is it an appearance? Would you call it an appearance?
I mean, we appeared with voices.
Vocally appeared.
We vocalized on there.
We didn't sing. We kind of sang.
We vocalized.
We vocally
vocalized.
Anyway, check them out. Apparently, our episode with them is going to drop on February 10th.
Yes.
Right? And it was a fun time. We talked about 80s hair metal bands.
Yes.
And then a bunch of facts that, ricin'.
I learned something new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Limp Bizkit's 80s hair metal.
Limp Bizkit. So listen, capital punishment has been practiced in the history of virtually all known societies and places. The first established death penalty laws date as far back as the 18th century BC.
Damn.
In the code of King Hammurabi of Babylon, which codified the death penalty for 25 different crimes. So as we go through this, you're going to hear all right, so death penalty for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, whatever crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some that go way above. The Code of Hammurabi was one of the earliest and most complete written legal codes and was proclaimed by the Babylonian king Hammurabi, who reigned from 1792 to 1750 BC. A long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when Chainsaw was a kid, right?
He was at least in his teens, I think.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he's old.
Fuck you, Chainsaw! We're just kidding.
I hope he's at a pilot right now ordering a sub and some Doritos, and he's like, fucking guys. He's got his little earphone in. He's like, fucking guys.
Yeah, he's on the highway son of a bitch.
Yeah, swerving.
Yeah. In the snow right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Chainsaw. Hold it together.
Be careful.
What the fuck?
Hammurabi expanded to the city-state of Babylon along the Euphrates River to unite all southern Mesopotamia. The Hammurabi Code of Laws, a collection of 282 rules, established standards for commercial interactions and set fines and punishments to meet the requirements of justice. So they're setting up laws, right? That's what this is, right? Logan? Yes,
I would say so.
Laws.
Like claws?
No, laws without the C.
Like Santa Claus.
No, laws.
You told me he still exists.
Yeah, but laws.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you saying lols?
Oh, my God.
So we're laughing out loud now? No?
Oh, I think I can help you with this lulls situation.
Are you saying pan?
No, are you saying pan?
So Hammurabi's code was carved into a massive finger-shaped black stone, a stele. It's called a stele or a pillar that was looted by invaders and finally rediscovered in 1901.
Huh.
The text compiled at the end of Hammurabi's reign is less of a proclamation of principles than a collection of legal precedents set between prose celebrating Hammurabi's just and pious rule. So he's very devout.
Yeah, he gave pies.
Not pies, pious.
Oh, yeah, he's by the book.
Right, pious.
By the book.
Pious.
A pies.
No.
So he repeated a lot.
No.
What?
Oh, like pies always repeat? No?
That was a nerd joke.
3.14.
Jesus, hold on.
9.
That was a good one.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I try.
There's like 3 listeners out there like, they get it. He said pie.
One of them's Riley.
I know pie. Yay.
So the text compiled at the end of Hammurabi's reign is less of a proclamation. Again, it's just basically set up for him and his ideas, right?
Got ya.
Hammurabi's code provides some of the earliest examples of the doctrine of lex talionis, or the laws of retribution.
Laws of retribution.
That was dope.
Thank you. That was good. Yeah.
That's good job, guys.
Sometimes better known as an eye for an eye, which is probably the greatest Soulfly song ever.
Eye for an eye.
Okay, we got the metal out of us now.
You're leveling what?
I'm leveling.
Is it leveled yet?
Close.
Do you have a level to do that?
No, I've admitted one.
By the way, on the show that we just did, the guest thing that we did for the quizzers.
Yeah, designated quizzers.
Designated quitter. Quitters. We drank some good whiskey.
Scotch.
Good scotch. We did.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great
Max
scotch.
Cavalera. Do you know who that is?
I'm sorry.
Max Cavalera.
Cavalera?
Cavalera.
Oh, yeah. He's my neighbor.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
We
He's-
just mentioned his band.
He's from
Soulfly.
He says-
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
No, that's
Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
Same thing.
He was on Elmo, wasn't he?
They look the same. They sound the same.
So the code of Hammurabi includes many harsh punishments, is sometimes demanding the removal of the guilty party's tongue,
Oh,
their hands,
nice.
their breastises,
Ew.
their eyes,
Okay.
or their ears.
I mean, you
Okay,
don't
so
need those.
choose. You had to choose one of those
Oh.
right now, quick, off the cuff.
My breast.
Can't think about
My
it.
breast.
Ear.
Okay, your breast.
Ear.
Ear. I'm
Ear.
gonna take my tongue
Wait,
out.
no, breast. I take breast. Hold on.
Because I got boobs.
Oh, you can't change it.
Damn. Damn it. All right.
So I'm tongueless, you're earless, and you're breastless.
Yes.
So I'm like,
Already there.
hey guys, and you're like, what? What? And you're like, my titties, they're gone.
My titties. But the code is also one of the earliest examples of an accused person being considered innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
The 282 laws are all written in an if-then form. For example, if a man steals an ox, he must pay back 30 times its value.
That's a lot of oxen.
That's a lot.
Okay, well, don't steal shit.
Well, how much does an ox weigh to you?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
The laws range from family law to professional contracts and administrative law, often outlining different standards of justice for the 3 classes of Babylonian society.
Can we just go back to these?
Sure.
Like these days, right?
What?
Eye for an eye?
Absolutely.
It should be.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Why is it not?
Because then an eye for an eye would leave everyone blind.
Then don't steal shit.
Thank you. Thank you. So the Babylonian society had 3 classes. That was the propertied
The
class.
Baloney Society.
Yes.
What?
They had the propertied class, the freedmen, and the slave. So their tiers went from you own shit to you were a slave and then you are a slave. That's pretty much what it came down to in Babylonian times. Okay. Right. Babylonian.
Balonian.
My Bologna. A doctor's fee for curing a severe wound would be 10 silver shekels for a gentleman, but only 5 shekels for a freedman and only 2 shekels for a slave. So it was less expensive when you were a lower class citizen. Penalties for malpractice followed the same scheme. A doctor who killed a wealthy patient would have his hands cut off, while only financial restitution was required if the victim was a slave.
Would you and the listeners like to know what a shekel is worth? To the
I
US
do.
dollar.
A Babylonian shekel?
Well, that may change my search. But a shekel, a regular shekel, a shekel unleaded, okay,
Okay.
0.32 United States dollar.
Oh,
So
nice.
0.32 cents.
So who uses a shekel at this point in time?
Well,
Probably
that's a
somewhere
great
in South
question.
America.
Israel, new shekel, it says.
Is that really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess that's a real thing now.
Huh. Well, no, I've heard about shekels forever, but I just didn't know that they still existed. I had no idea. Yeah.
It's probably better than Bitcoin.
Yeah, definitely. So some examples of the death penalty laws at this time are as follows. If a man accuses another man and charges him with homicide, but cannot bring proof against him, his accuser shall be killed.
That's a good man.
That's fucked up.
That is.
That is fucked up.
So you hate your neighbor and you just rat him out like, I saw Bob kill the goat man.
Right, you're going to die.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you're going to die because you said he killed the goat man.
Yeah.
You got no proof?
Nope, I'm dead.
Yeah, it's fucked up. If a man breaks into a house, they shall kill him and hang him in front of that same house.
Okay, I can agree with that.
What's the law?
Yeah, I'm not upset with any of these, to be honest with you.
Castle law now?
Castle doctrine.
Yeah, you could shoot people.
Did you see they actually evolved that a little bit too? So now, like, if they're fucking with your car and shit, you're allowed to, take care of business about a car
Nice.
Yeah, the
Before
castle.
it had to be inside your house.
Yeah.
Now it's
Castle.
property.
So-
Ohio actually administered that, where castle doctrine extends to your car. So if someone fucks with you while you're in your car, you have the right to.
Can you put proximity mines in your driveway?
I mean,
I would say no.
Imagine you're sleeping at night, it's like 3 in the morning, you're
Can you imagine the mailman's like, fuck.
the Amazon driver.
right. Put a sign, mines, minefield here. Yeah, good luck with
Stepping real softly, like, oh my God.
that. I don't get enough hazard pay for this.
So the death penalty was also part of the Hittite code in the 14th century BC, but only partially. The most severe offenses typically were punished through enslavement, although crimes of a sexual nature often were punishable by, you got it, death, which they probably should be. The Hittite laws, also known as the Code of the Nesalim, constitute an ancient legal code dating from around 1650 to 1500 BCE. The Hittite laws were kept in use for roughly 500 years.
Wow. What is BCE?
BCE? Before
BC is
Christ
before
era,
Christ.
yes.
Oh, era. Well, what's the difference between BC and BCE, though?
Yeah.
It's the
Same thing.
BC and BCE. Yeah, BC is, it's
Just two different ways of saying it.
I don't know.
It's a different universe at this time.
BCE is the Brad Kochman experience.
Hey!
Love you, Brad. Anyways, and many copies show that other than changes in grammar, what might be called the original edition with its apparent disorder was copied slavishly. So in other words, people just kind of fucked it up.
Gotcha.
There was no attempt to tidy it up or make it look nice or whatever. They just kind of like replicated whatever was there to begin with. So if 500 years, there really wasn't an advancement or a change in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. So the Draconian Constitution, or Draco's Code, Ivan Draco, I will break you. You have no idea, do you?
If he
come
dies,
on.
he dies.
Oh, nice.
All right.
What's the movie?
It's I was about to say Rambo. Holy fuck! It's, Rocky Balboa.
Which one?
Which one?
That's the first one, isn't it? No, second. It's second. It's second. Is it the third? How many movies does he have?
You got one more.
The fourth?
There it is.
How the fuck is it the fourth?
It's the fourth one.
I thought he fought him in the first
Nope.
one.
Nope. That was the fourth one.
Because it was
The third one had Mr. T in it.
Yeah.
And Hulk Hogan.
And number 2 was Apollo Creed, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the fourth
Happy
one.
birthday, Polly.
My bad.
So Draco's Code was a written law code enforced by Draco near the end of the 7th century BC. Its composition started around 621 BC. It was written in response to the unjust interpretation and modification of oral law by Athenian aristocrats.
You said oral.
You know those bougie bitches from Athens, right? Aristotle, the chief source for knowledge of Draco, claims that he was the first to write Athenian laws and that Draco established a constitution enfranchising hoplites, the low-class soldiers. The draconian laws were most noteworthy for their harshness. They were written in blood rather than ink. Death was prescribed for almost all criminal offenses. Solon, who was the magistrate in 594 BCE, later repealed Draco's code and published new laws retaining only Draco's homicide statutes. So in other words, he took everything out and left just his homicide stuff.
Got you.
So that if you kill somebody, this is what happens to you. You know what I mean? Everything else got kind of changed. In the 5th century BC, the Roman law of the 12 tables also contained the death penalty. Of course it did. Death sentences were carried out by such means as beheading, boiling in oil, burying alive, right? Burning, crucifixion, disembowelment, drowning, flaying alive, hanging, impalement, stoning, strangling, and being thrown to wild animals.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Right, and quartering. And we'll definitely talk about some of these later just because holy shit.
What is Put him in the Barracuda pool.
Quartering?
Yeah.
That's where everyone stands around, takes a quarter and goes pew.
Yep.
You know,
Really?
When you take it, they just kind of spot you in the eye.
When you were in school, you ever play quarters when you were a kid? Like you tried.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
No.
Your knuckles, it's not the same thing.
Did you do it with the salt, though?
Yeah.
Like if you lost, you had to put your knuckles down in salt after they're all. Oh god, we used to do that at lunch.
The fuck is this MMA? What the hell's going on in your schools, dude?
Hey, if he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
It was brutal.
So the earliest attempt by the Romans to create a code of law was the Laws of the 12 Tables.
Okay.
A commission of 10 men was appointed, to draw up a code of law binding on patrician and plebeian. I don't know that word.
Plebeian.
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 Why 10 though? It's even.
Plebeian.
Plebeian.
Plebeian. Plebeian.
I so wish you were on video right now.
Which consuls would have to enforce. Okay, so in other words, they set these laws up and said, "Y'all motherfuckers need to fucking make sure this shit works."
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
That's right. The commission produced enough statues to fill 10 bronze tablets. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking tablets. Freaking what's his name? Moses didn't have that many.
They could have just went to fucking Best Buy and got an Amazon tablet, dude.
We didn't say what kind of tablets they were.
You said bronze.
Maybe they got bronze cases.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's expensive.
Right.
Why?
It's a lot.
That's all it's not.
I know. Mosaic law codified many capital crimes. There is evidence that Jews used many different techniques, including stoning, hanging, beheading, crucifixion, throwing the criminal from a rock.
How big is the rock?
Well, and my favorite, sawing asunder.
Ooh, I like to be asundered.
You don't want to saw asunder. That means they take a saw and go upwards with it.
Like vertical, not horizontal.
They're going to give you 2 cracks is what they're saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy. The most infamous execution of history occurred approximately 29 AD with the crucifixion of, that one guy, Jesus. Jesus.
Who's no. You mean Jesus?
No.
No.
No, Jesus.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Jesus?
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Are you saying Jared Leto?
No, Jesus.
What's his middle name?
Lovin.
No, I don't know that guy.
Or H.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now you got it. All right.
Jesus, the guy, Christ.
This happened outside of Jerusalem. About 300 years later, Emperor Constantine, after converting to Christianity, abolished crucifixion and other cruel death penalties in the Roman Empire. All right? They got rid of that shit.
Yeah, when a guy comes back from the dead.
Correct.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that was a bad time. Yeah. It's like it made it all look bad.
Yeah.
You know that you were at least somewhat important or some bad shit happened to you when your your execution caused them to stop doing that. Right. You know what I mean? Like, we got to stop this shit.
Yeah.
Because he came back and he's not happy. So in 438, the Code of Theodosius made more than 80 crimes. See, 80 crimes punishable by death, where earlier it was like 24, 25.
Yeah.
Britain influenced the colonies more than any other country and has a long history of punishment by death.
I wonder why. Can you explain why?
Oh, we're going to.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that where you're from?
Yes.
Wait, but it depends. Which part of Britain?
The good one.
The main one?
About
North Britain.
Yeah. Wherever you don't want me to be from. About 450 BC, the death penalty was often enforced by throwing the condemned into a quagmire, which is not the character from Family Guy.
Giggity.
And another word for dilemma, but in this case is a soft, boggy area of land.
Okay.
That's actually a quagmire.
I've heard that before.
I literally had to research that to figure that out. Yeah. Because I was looking at it, I was like, quagmire? And all I heard in my head is, we're going to kill him. And I'm like, that can't be right. You know what I mean?
This is your pilot.
Yeah.
Giggity.
So by the 10th century, hanging from the gallows was the most frequent execution method. William the Conqueror opposed taking life except in war and ordered no person to be hanged or executed for any offense. Right? Nice guy, right? Yeah.
You know, Robert Plant made a song about that.
About what?
The gallows pole.
Oh, ooh, yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
You know who Robert Plant is?
Yeah, he planted a tree.
No.
No?
We've asked this question of you before, and you failed the first time. I was hoping you would get the second time.
He may have. We don't know if he planted a tree, though.
He planted a tree. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, he could have. Yes, Led Zeppelin. Thank you.
Yeah, the mathematician shit, whatever.
Nope, singer. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
No, he's right. This is a mathematician band.
Yeah, but he's not. He was going like this. You weren't paying attention. He was going like this.
The math guy, yeah.
Anyway.
The numbers.
So he sounds like a nice guy. However, he allowed criminals to be mutilated for their crimes.
Oh, man.
During the Middle Ages, capital punishment was accompanied by torture, but of course it was. Most barons had a drowning pit as well as gallows, and they were used for major as well as minor crimes. So imagine you're a baron, you've got some money, so you've got a drowning pit.
Yeah, of course.
As well as your own gallows.
I actually have a drowning pool too, by the way.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the body. Damn it, you did that on purpose.
Open up, cabron. Open up. It's your friend Davey.
Hola, Davey. For example, in 1279, 289 Jews were hanged for clipping coins. Do you guys know what that is?
Logan, that's not funny.
What?
Don't laugh. That's not funny.
Yeah, stop.
Jeez.
But clipping coins is when they would fake coins, right? So that's why like the whole biting of the coin came from?
Kind of.
Oh, damn.
Kind of. So, obviously everyone else out there like, what the fuck is that? Well, clipping was taking a small amount of metal off the edge of normal. So back in the day, they were hand struck. Coins were made by hand.
Right.
So they would take little bits and like chip it off.
Right.
Okay.
That's why you got the hexagonal coins and shit now.
Well, over time, the precious metal clippings could be saved up and melted into bullion. Bullion.
Yeah, like the cubes that you put in with your stew and stuff.
Kind of.
Oh, damn. Okay.
A little bit different.
Okay.
To be sold or made new coins.
Okay.
So in other words, they would go around. It's like if you had a pocket full of quarters and you would literally cut off a little bit of that quarter, keep all of it, melt it down, and make your own fucking quarter.
So I would take
It's actually a great idea.
a clipping from
for back then.
Even now, if you think about it, if you got the time.
Who uses coins anymore?
And you have to have a coin press and all that shit.
But can you imagine, though, taking a clipping from like 100 coins to make one?
Did you say Juan?
Juan.
Okay.
That's
what I thought.
Yeah.
Why does Juan? Why does he have anything to do with this?
Because he's my coin clipper.
Oh, see,
everybody's got a guy, and Juan is
is
his
the guy?
guy.
I didn't mean to shoot the guy.
From Speed, by the way.
Yeah, it was
we
from
bring
Speed.
that reference up all the time.
Yes. So, clipping was taking again the small amount and clipping it and making a freaking new coin out of it. So, under Edward I, 2 gatekeepers were killed because the city gate had not been closed in time to prevent the escape of an accused murderer. So they were like, "You guys, close the... Oh, you missed. You're gonna die." That's what happened.
Where was the keymaster?
He's hanging out with
two gatekeepers, but no keymaster?
Yeah, not in this one. This is the gay Ghostbusters. Just kidding. I don't care. Whatever. By the way, kids seem to like that.
Yeah, no, Ava seemed to really enjoy it.
They watch Ghostbusters.
The new one?
Yeah. My granddaughter and daughter, they all watched it together and they liked it, I guess.
Is it because the marshmallow guy has a little lighter or whatever?
Wait, don't ruin it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
I've just seen the toys.
It's good. Anyway, so burning was the punishment for women's high treason.
Why?
And men were hanged, drawn, and quartered.
But they weren't burned?
Apparently not.
Because women are the devil. Don't you know this?
They're witches.
You're married.
They're witches.
Just kidding. That was a joke, by the way. It's awfully silent in here. Jeez.
We are off the rails. So now beheading was generally accepted for the upper class. So if you were upper class and something happened and you were sent to your death, you got beheaded. Okay. Which I guess if you think about it, is kind of like, at least back then, was the quicker method.
Quick, clean.
I wouldn't want to be stoned if I was an upper.
Hell no. Can you imagine just a bunch of freaking rocks just
pressing me down slowly? No. So
ow!
I thought stoning,
river pebbles.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes like 3 days.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
So I thought stoning was when they put just a bunch of stones on you until it literally crushes you into a pancake.
That's called pressing.
This is no pressing.
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, shit.
Stoning was literally when they took stones and threw them at your fucking head.
What Marilyn Manson video was that? That was Tourniquet?
The Beautiful People.
It wasn't that one.
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Where he's like standing there and they're all stoning him.
Was that
Tourniquet?
Yeah, I think it was Tourniquet. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what they did back then. So, fun times. So now, one could be burned to death for marrying a Jew back then. Yeah, that's fun, right? Pressing became the penalty for those who would not confess to their crimes. The executioner placed heavy weights on the victims and on their chest until they died.
Sounds about right.
Yes, that is pressing, is what they call that.
That is
fun.
depressing, actually.
Fun, very depressing, yes. On the first day, he gave the victim a small quantity of bread. On the second day, a small drink of bad water, and so on until he confessed or died. So if you were being pressed, that's what would happen. Like, big... Yeah. Under the reign of Henry VIII, the number of those put to death is estimated at right around 72,000 people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Boiling to death was another penalty approved in 1531. And there are records to show some people cooked up to 2 hours before they finally died.
Oh, that's bad.
2 hours.
Seems kind of like a tender subject to talk
cooking. Oh my God, really?
What did you say?
So it's kind of a tender subject to talk about.
Jesus Christ. This is what happens when we record this late.
Yes.
When a woman was burned, the executioner tied a rope around her neck when she was connected to the stake. This is really fucked up. I'd never heard of this one before.
Okay.
When the flames reached her, she could be strangled from the outside or from outside of the ring of fire. However, this often failed, and many of them were burnt alive. So they would put them in this ring and to set them on fire with a rope around their neck.
So they strangle themselves to get away from the fire?
Well, no, the executioner actually would freaking it's like basically 2 executions at once or styles at once.
Yeah,
seems overboard.
It's way overboard.
Like a fail-safe kind of thing.
What the fuck?
That's shitty.
In Britain, the number of capital offenses continually increased until the 1700s when 222 crimes were now punishable by death. So we went from 25 to 222.
If you look at your neighbor.
Well, let's talk about these.
Oh, okay.
These included stealing from a house for 40 shillings. So if it was 39, you didn't die.
Oh, nice.
But if it was more than that.
Kind of like the California law where you can steal things up to $900 now without any punishable.
Did they really? Is that a thing?
That's because they defunded the police.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
So a lot of the stores have like $901 for.
Yeah, I'm going to start buying shit that's like way. Well, I don't live in California, so fuck them. Whatever. And for you California people, buy expensive stuff. Anyway, so that included, again, the stealing of a house of over 40 shillings, stealing from a shop over the value of 5 shillings, robbing a rabbit warren.
Ooh, what are those?
Yeah, I believe that's where rabbits are kept. Oh. So apparently rabbits were better or more. You could steal 39 shillings from somebody's house, but don't you dare steal from a rabbit warren.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Cutting down a tree, punishable by death here, and counterfeiting tax stamps.
Well, that makes sense.
However, the juries tended not to convict when the penalty was significant and the crime was not. So, of course, they got the jury there and they're like, okay, this guy robbed
a tree.
Right, he cut down a tree. We're not going to fucking go, put him to death for this.
Yeah, just cut off his hand.
So they're like not guilty. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you think about that, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, how as far as execution and like the death penalty and stuff is concerned, like there's a lot of people that are in juries and stuff like that like don't want the death penalty to happen.
Yeah.
So they'll just say he's innocent, and in reality he's not innocent. They just didn't want to see that happen to them.
Yeah, they didn't want to have on their conscience that they sentenced somebody to death. Yeah,
a rabbit warren, by the way, is a nest. It's like a rabbit nest.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Like a rabbit warren. I just said that.
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to confirm with Google.
Okay, Jeff, I see you.
I just wanted to make sure Google confirmed it.
So reforms began to take place, as they should have. In 1823, 5 laws were passed, removing about 100 crimes from the death penalty. In 1840, there was a failed attempt to abolish all capital punishment. Through the 19th and 20th centuries, more and more capital punishments were abolished, not only in Britain, but also across Europe. Until today, only a few European countries retain the death penalty. Okay? Yeah, seriously, they if you go over there or whatever, there's like hardly any death penalty anywhere right now, which is, I mean, I guess depends on where you sit. The first recorded execution in the English-American colonies was in 1608 when officials executed George Kendall of Virginia for supposedly plotting to betray the British to the Spanish.
How dare
I know, you son of a bitch.
Could you imagine if the Spanish took over?
Oh, my God.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
I don't know.
We'd have some good rice.
We'd have a lot of good food.
Yeah, the food would be way better than
right. Instead of getting a hot dog,
I love my British folk, but man, Spanish food's good.
And then your parties.
Latino food's good. It's good. Oh man,
I married a Latina, so it's okay.
In 1612, Virginia's governor, Sir Thomas Dale, implemented the divine, moral, and martial laws that made death the penalty for even minor offenses such as stealing grapes, killing chickens.
Okay, that's kind of fucked up.
Killing dogs or horses without permission.
Oh, that's definitely.
Don't do that.
Or
permission.
Trading with Indians.
What?
You mean Native Americans?
Native Americans.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yes. Oh, no, it gets way grosser than that, dude.
Seriously?
Like this whole, doing the research, it's fucking stupid. People suck.
I mean, we used to burn people just because they were smart.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean, I get it.
Yeah. Don't we still do that?
Well, not burn physically anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
You mean like all burn?
Yeah, he wants some ice for that burn. Yeah.
Teslas burn their drivers. Just saying. I mean, if we're going to go down that avenue, might as well bring that up, right?
Oh my God. For new listeners, Jeff is not a fan of Elon Musk or Tesla.
I got something to show you later, bud.
Oh, nice.
So 7 years later, these laws were softened because Virginia feared that no one would want to settle there. Fucking duh. You know, why would you want to move to a place that has, like, you can't, if you stole a grape, let's just say you're walking by, you didn't know it was somebody else's grapevine. You're like, oh, look, a grape. And you're going to go to fucking the gallows for that?
Yeah, not on.
Yeah. In 1622, the first legal execution of a criminal, Daniel Frank, occurred in, of course, Virginia for the crime of theft. Yes, 1622, execution of a criminal, death. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
for
okay.
theft.
Yeah.
Some colonies were very strict in using the death penalty, while others were less so. In Massachusetts Bay Colony, the first execution was in 1630, but the earliest capital statuses did not occur until later. Under the capital laws of New England that went into effect between 1636 and 1647, the death penalty was set forth for premeditated murder.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Sodomy. Yeah. Witchcraft.
She's a witch.
Yep. Adultery.
Oh, man.
Idolatry.
What is that?
What the hell is that?
That's
when
you idolize another god.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Blasphemy.
That is blasphemy right there.
Yep. Assault in anger.
Okay.
Rape.
It's fucked up.
Statutory rape.
What is it? What?
Man stealing.
That's when another girl steals your man.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Perjury in a capital trial. Rebellion.
Fuck the rebellion.
Manslaughter. Poisoning. And yes, bestiality. A scripture from the Old Testament accompanied early laws.
Hey, guy. What's he doing over there? He's got his pants down with that goat.
But that's not his goat. He's going to die.
This is what happens when we drink scotch, right?
100%. Yeah. 100%.
Aye.
So by 1780, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts only recognized 7 capital crimes, which would be murder,
Okay.
sodomy, burglary, buggery,
What the fuck?
arson,
Okay.
rape, and treason.
Of course.
And for those wondering, the Buggery Act of 1533, formerly an act for the punishment of the vice of buggery, was an act of the Parliament of England that was passed during the reign of Henry VIII. It was the country's first civil sodomy law. So buggery and sodomy is like the same thing, I guess.
So that's like...
I don't know. Well, it says the act defined buggery as an unnatural sexual act against the will of God and man. This term was later determined by the courts to include only anal penetration and bestiality.
Wouldn't that also...
It's sodomy, right?
Isn't that also premarital sex, too? That's like an act... Like, it's not...
Maybe that's what it's saying. Maybe buggery is premarital
sex.
Premarital sex. No, we can't listen to Metallica, honey. We haven't been married yet.
Let's stick with Limp Bizkit for right now.
I'm sorry, we can't do it. Yeah. The New York colony instituted the so-called Duke's Laws of 1665. This list of laws directed the death penalty for denial of the true God. Oh boy. Premeditated murder, killing someone who had no weapon of defense, okay, killing by lying in wait or by poisoning, sodomy, buggery, kidnapping, perjury in a trial, traitorous denial of the king's rights or raising arms to resist his authority, conspiracy to invade towns or forts in the colony, and striking one's mother or father upon complaint of both.
Fuck you, Dad.
Wow. You could die from all of those.
It should be like this now.
You could literally... Yeah, but you've never once cussed your parents out.
No.
Yeah, neither me.
No, I respect that.
Yeah, I could never do that either.
Well, I always respected them when I was a child.
I never did.
There was this one time when I was sleeping.
There's one time at band camp.
Yeah. There was a flute.
Oh, a recorder.
They don't know yet. They don't know yet. Yeah.
No, it's more of a...
Yeah, you'll find out. Listen to the bonus, folks. Oh my God, it was so crazy. So the two colonies that were more lenient concerning capital punishment were South Jersey, and Pennsylvania. In South Jersey, there was no death penalty for any crime, and there were only two crimes, murder and treason, that were punishable by death.
Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense?
So there were no crimes that were punishable by death, but there were two crimes that were. That's what I picked up from that.
So there was no death penalty.
Okay.
For any crime.
For any crime.
Gotcha.
However,
yeah,
there were only two crimes.
Right.
That
murder and treason.
But that could be punished by death.
Correct.
So there's no death penalty, but I can punish you if you do these two crimes.
He's got a point.
He's got a point. I didn't write this. The raccoons did. All right. The raccoons wrote this. All right.
Yeah. There's no crime for us killing anybody, but if you don't want to give the lunchbox over, that's a treason.
So some states were more severe. For example, by 1837, North Carolina, oh boy, this is fucked up, required death for the crimes of murder.
Yeah, makes sense.
Rape.
Yeah, definitely.
Statutory rape.
What's the difference?
Well, statutory rape is under the age of like whatever their technical age is.
I think it's considered worse than rape. I mean, not that there's levels of rape, but I think statutory is way worse.
Well, no, okay.
I guess,
so
right?
rape is literally man or woman taking
or goats,
yeah. Literally taking your liberties on somebody without their consent. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Statutory is they may be consenting, but they're too young to consent.
Oh. So like when teachers hook up with kids.
If those kids are under the age,
like a male kid hooks up with a substitute female teacher, he's like, "Dude, bro, yeah, I nailed her."
Right.
Yeah. And then she gets caught, and it's
state laws though. Some states it's like 16, some it's 18.
Isn't Virginia like?
There's some that are like
super low,
14, which is fucking disgusting. Ugh. Anyway, that's what that is. Also, slave stealing.
Yeah, that's not good.
Nope. Stealing banknotes, highway robbery, burglary, arson, castration. Buggery, sodomy, isn't that the same fuck? Anyway, bestiality, dueling where death occurs, and this insidious shit here, hiding a slave with intent to free him, taking a free Negro out of state to sell him, bigamy, inciting slaves to rebel, circulating seditious literature among slaves, accessory to murder, robbery, burglary, arson, or mayhem, and others.
What state was this?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Spin like a helicopter.
They're a little different nowadays, aren't they?
Yeah. However, North Carolina did not have a state prison, and many said no suitable alternative to capital punishment. So instead of building a fucking prison to hold criminals, they just made the penalty for less severe crimes punishable by fucking death.
I'm all about this. Fuck
what?
Yeah, why fund fucking prison stuff?
Hold on. Jeff does not mean the whole slaves thing.
No. I'm talking about taking tax dollars and buying and building all these glorified prisons with millions of cells. If they fucking killed somebody or did like something, like rape, fucking kill them.
I agree on the rape part of it, but like, okay, let's just say dueling where death occurs.
Absolutely.
Even though you and somebody else got into an agreement to go outside and duel to the death. You should go and die for that?
Well, yeah, because the rules were don't kill me.
Yeah. It's a slap duel.
That is not how it works.
That's where they take off the white glove and they're like, touche.
That is not.
But if I died because you slapped me, I'd be fucking pissed off. Obviously, because I'm dead. But
that's not how that works. No.
Oh, no?
God damn it.
Marty McFly dueled McGriff. Was it Griff? Griff Tannen.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the streets.
And they didn't die? McGriff. It made me think of like a McDonald's sandwich.
No, it made me think of that.
I really want the McGriff.
Made me think of that damn dog. You know what I'm talking about from
Einstein?
No. McDuff.
Yeah, something like that.
What?
McGruff.
The crime dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I'm not that old.
Yeah. Anyway, God. So the first reforms of the death penalty occurred between 1776 and 1800.
1776.
That's right. Thomas Jefferson and 4 others authorized it to undertake a complete revision of Virginia's laws because fucking A, proposed a law that recommended the death penalty for only treason and murder. Okay. I kind of get it. I feel like there's some more severe out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could be added to that list, like diddling kids.
Yeah.
Like that's instant death to me, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Back then, did they really
build a prison and put those people in prison? Just kill them.
No, I agree. Like I said, but there's that fine line there where it's like,
well, let's make sure we find out who else they're talking about that did in that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, like you can't. There's so many little details that's like that. This is why I am pro death penalty, but it's like not it's not refined enough for us to be like
a tier list.
Yeah, but that list is still so fucking gray in certain spots.
So what do you mean by a tier list? So like, if you do this crime,
if you invent an electric car, you go to the top of the list, right?
Okay,
that's instant death.
Yeah.
What else?
That's like the only thing on that list.
If you sing a song about
like,
Ray
list done
on your wedding day,
yeah.
You know,
you stop it
ironic.
right now.
That's at the top of the list.
Stop it right now.
Did you know that if it rained on your wedding day, that was actually a sign of good luck?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, actually,
because back in the day, they used to tie the knot.
It actually rained on my wedding day.
Yes, it didn't rain on mine.
Well, isn't it ironic? Isn't it, guys? Is it ironic? Don't you think?
I'm about to drown in my own beer over here. Jesus. God, I don't know why you people listen to this show. I'm just going to say it right now.
They love us.
Jesus Christ.
This is entertainment, top-notch value.
Heck
right
yeah,
here.
man. You think Rover can do this?
Oh, my God. Like, people know who he is. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. So Thomas Jefferson and 4 others authorized to undertake a complete revision of Virginia's laws, proposed a law that, again, only treason and murder. After a stormy debate, the legislature defeated the bill by 1 vote. The writing of European theorists such as Montesquieu, Voltaire, and Bentham had a significant effect on American intellectuals, as did English Quaker prison reformers John Bellers and John Howard. So these people are saying, if you fuck up, you should die.
We had Quakers in England?
Yeah.
Dude, shit. Where were you in history class?
Where the fuck do you think Quaker oats came from?
He does look rather English, doesn't he?
Yes.
It's a bit strange. Logan thought some artist just came up with this character. He's like, wow, that's creative.
Quaker oats are great.
Moving on.
Yeah. Organizations were formed in different colonies for the abolition of the death penalty and to relieve poor prison conditions. Awesome. Yeah. Wish that would fucking happen now. Dr. Benjamin Rush, a renowned Philadelphia citizen, proposed abolishing capital punishment. William Bradford, Attorney General of Pennsylvania, was ordered to investigate capital punishment. Okay. Mm-hmm. He was like, you go figure this shit out.
Okay.
And he's like, well, fuck. And so he did. So he, all right, went and did this thing, published, quote, well, not quote, but the name of it is an inquiry, how far the punishment of death is necessary.
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 Yes.
Necessary.
Necessary.
Sorry.
You get my phone act. Yes, knock it off.
Hey, Siri. Play the Midnight Train podcast. I was kidding. Oh, fuck.
Can't play podcasts we don't know.
So he wrote this in Pennsylvania. Bradford strongly insisted that the death penalty be retained, but admitted it was useless in preventing certain crimes.
Okay.
He said the death penalty made convictions harder to obtain because in Pennsylvania, and indeed in all states, the death penalty was mandatory. Juries would often not return a guilty verdict because of this fact, which makes sense. Because, you know, if it's a lesser crime and this jury's looking at it going, all right, this guy like robbed somebody and, you know what I mean? Nobody got hurt, but he did this. He doesn't deserve to fucking die. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? At least from the jury's eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
So the jury looks at that and so they'll immediately be like, not guilty, even though we know he's guilty of burglary. Gotcha. But because the punishment was so severe, they said, don't do that.
Yeah. So just chop his hands off so he can't do it again.
Oh, they do that in other countries, but we're not going to talk about that anyway. So, in response, in 1794, the Pennsylvania legislature abolished capital punishment for all crimes except murder in the first degree. The first time murder had ever been broken down into degrees.
Murder.
And you've heard nowadays, we watch all these shows and stuff like that. It's like murder in the second degree or murder in the first or homicide or manslaughter or whatever it is. Okay, so this is the first time that ever took place.
Yeah. 360 degrees of murder.
That's a lot of degrees. Like, what did you do? I stubbed my toe. Murder! That's degree number 1. What's number 2? I had a wedgie. Die! No, I'm just kidding. Anyway. So, in New York in 1796, the legislature authorized construction of the state's first prison, abolished whipping, good job, and reduced the number of capital offenses from 13 down to 2.
That's a lot.
Okay. And remember, we were up to 220 something earlier.
Yeah.
So Virginia and Kentucky passed similar reform bills. Thank you, Virginia, for finally doing that. 4 more states reduced their capital crimes. Vermont in 1797 to 3. Capital crimes meaning punishable by death. Mm-hmm. Maryland in 1810 to 4. New Hampshire in 1812 to 2, and Ohio, where we're from, in 1815 to just 2.
Because we're always the last. Fucking legalize marijuana already, assholes.
That just needs to happen, dude. Come on.
Did you see? Not the sidetrack, which obviously we do.
Yeah.
But did you see?
Shocker.
Yeah. They were like 13,000 signatures short. So now they're like rushing. They're running around rushing to get the 13,000. It's like, dude, it's 13,000 signatures.
Dude, I will sign that motherfucker 13,000
Everybody
times.
says that. Everybody
bring it.
We'll sign it. We'll sign it.
There is no reason for that not to
They're just trying to delay it and delay it.
It's so stupid.
When they're going to make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, it's so dumb. So each of these states that we're talking about here, they built state penitentiaries because obviously if you're not going to kill them, you got to build a place for them, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah, you need license plates.
Right. A few states went, the opposite direction. Rhode Island restored the death penalty for rape and arson. Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Connecticut raised death crimes from 6 to 10, including sodomy, maiming, robbery, and forgery. Holy shit.
Hey, Mom, I know you can't sign this, but I'm going to sign it for you. Death penalty.
Right. Like, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I'm going to sign my mom's name. You're dying. What the fuck?
I know it sounds ridiculous, but you didn't have to lock your doors back then, right? With all this shit going on.
Yeah, because
you could literally live carefree.
There was 2 guys on your block, and you knew both of them. So if your door was left open and all of a sudden someone was missing, you go, hey, Bill, did you take this? Hey, Jeff, how about you?
you had to go fucking 8 miles to see somebody else, though. So many southern states made more crimes capital, especially for, who do you think? The slaves.
Yeah, of course.
Of course they did. Fucking assholes.
Mm-hmm.
The first profound reform era occurred between 1833 to 1853. Public executions were attacked as cruel. Sometimes tens of thousands of eager viewers would show up to view hangings. We've talked about this before in past podcast or episodes here. Local merchants would sell souvenirs and alcohol, which I don't know if I hate or if I love, you know what I mean? Like
that's like the worst part of every fucking movie too. Like when someone's getting hung or someone's getting executed, there's always this mob that like, give him a chair, drop it on his head, like the whole fucking time.
Right.
Like,
I want to be the guy that's like, beer here. Ice cold beer here.
get your cabbage here.
Come to the hanging. Beer and peanuts here.
But would you be, I don't know.
25 cents for peanuts.
Okay, so we've talked about this before on the show where we talk about, if somebody did something horrible to somebody in your family, would you want to go and see their execution?
No, I just want to know it was
Oh,
confirmed.
no, dude, I would go all Liam Neeson and just assassinate him myself.
Okay,
See, that's
but
good,
let's
man.
just say hypothetically you couldn't get to him and
I'm
you
a
know
man
you couldn't.
of skill, particular skills.
You could.
Box of tricks.
You couldn't get to him, so you couldn't, and unfortunately you couldn't take your aggression out on him, and they're going to die, and whatever. Would you go?
Absolutely.
Would you go if it was a public thing?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? I
Would you
I don't give
buy-
a shit if it's public or not?
Would you buy alcohol from the guy walking around going beer here?
Probably.
I probably would have brought my own.
I'm just saying I probably would too. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I mean, it
Because-
depends. What kind of beer does he have?
I guess it's true too.
What if he's got hot dogs?
I see a good hot dog.
Listen,
hot dog
if he had good hot dogs and like bad beer, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because beer's still beer.
Now, see, does he have sauerkraut for the hot dogs?
But vice versa, though, if it's good beer and bad hot
Oh, yeah,
dogs,
no,
I'm out.
I'm out. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what though? Whenever I'm walking the streets of a city, I always gotta look for the closest hot dog vendor.
Yeah.
I love a good hot dog cart, man.
Yeah.
Even
yeah.
if it's shitty hot dogs.
I'm into hot dogs. I like hot dogs. I
I
know
don't
it's lips and assholes, but I love lips and assholes.
I just like walking around city with a
Who doesn't?
hot dog in my hand.
Like, who doesn't like hot dogs?
My wife hates hot dogs.
Really?
I hate hot
Well,
dogs.
she's
too.
never seen Gremlins.
Yeah. It's
I
true.
mean, so-
or The Simpsons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, she has not. She was very closed off in her childhood.
Same.
Yeah.
What
She
are the
also
Simpsons?
hates Chinese food.
Oh my God. Are
Yep.
you serious?
Yep. I'm learning these things as they're coming up here recently, fellas.
Yikes.
But I still love my wife because she's an amazing person.
Do you ever sneak
Good for
Chinese food?
We bought Chinese food yesterday. But okay, so
You're like, I'm going to the library. I'll
so
be back in a half hour.
side note on this, and being honest, I was kidding earlier, but so I'm always trying to get her to try new stuff because she never really did. And I'm like, hey, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, well, I kind of want Chinese food because I love Chinese food,
Oh, yeah,
aka
man.
Asian food. I love it. I love pretty much every part of it. So I'm like, what do you want? She's like, well, I don't know what I'd want. I don't really eat it. So what do you recommend? I'm like, well, what are you into? Charlie, daughter, youngest daughter, says
I don't know who she is.
she wanted Mandarin chicken.
No, okay.
I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
And she wanted some fried rice. I'm like, cool.
Nice.
And then I'm like, well, I want some pho, some steak and brisket pho.
Pho, yeah.
I'm like, pho, fuck yeah, I got some pho,
yeah.
right? And then I'm like, well, ask my wife, what do you want? She's like, well, I think I like lo mein. I'm like, cool, chicken lo mein.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna add something else to this. I got the chicken. What's it called? Some gum chow mein.
Yeah.
So I do the whole box.
Chicken made fun.
Whole box.
Something like that?
It's good.
Yeah.
What is it?
You should take her to Hibachi Grill.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's like really classy and fancy, and it's real good Chinese food.
Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, I didn't finish it though. The best part is that like she literally tried every little bit and hated all of it. She didn't even like the fucking egg rolls.
Really?
See, I'm not a big fan of egg rolls.
I love egg rolls, but these egg rolls were not very good.
Yeah.
I will attest to that.
Where he needs to go is a place called Kintaro's.
No, Fujiyama.
Fujiyama's good.
Yeah, it is good.
But Kintaro's is an all-you-can-eat sushi specialty buffet.
I don't do sushi though. See,
I love sushi. Fuck, I love sushi
You don't
so
like
much.
when it like smacks the table?
I'm
Hey,
not going to eat uncooked bacteria.
Shit, guys, we have a show to do. Can we?
See, I'm fucking starving. I'm sorry.
I know, right? My stomach's like
So again, the first profound thing happened back in 1833 to 1853. Public executions, of course, were horrible. Fighting and pushing would often break out as people jockeyed for the best view of the hanging of the corpse.
Yes, that's fucked up.
Onlookers often cursed the widow or the victim, that's fucked up, and would try to tear down the scaffold or the rope for keepsakes. Violence and drunkenness often ruled towns for far into the night after, quote, justice had been served.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How is this any different from nowadays where people just stand on their phones and record crimes happening without getting involved?
It's not any different.
That's what I'm saying. I
Except
mean, like,
you have something that takes you out of the physical part.
I know, but
That's
like
it.
these people like fighting to get to the front to
It's the
see
same
it.
thing.
Like the people sit there with their phones and why a guy's getting like beat the shit out of a skateboard at a riot. You know what I mean? Like
same thing.
Sometimes I kind of agree with that though, because it's just extra evidence for it. But it's when you're the guy 2 weeks later watching the same video on loud on a bus where everyone else can fucking hear it. That's when it gets a little excessive. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be on a phone in the first place. It should be
Well, no, if you're documenting something for like evidence because you're like, oh my god, like if you saw a fucking horrific fucking car accident, and you're like, oh my god, and you're like, whatever, or saw the beginnings of it, or like if you saw a fucking UFO, whatever, you're documenting that. But when you're doing it for like, your own selfish reasons,
views?
like you, fuck you,
Like when
fuck
you're-
you,
which is, I would say, the majority when people do that.
fuck you,
Like when
fuck
you
you
have
and
the
your
last name-
bullshit.
When you have the last name Paul and you're taking a video of a dead body.
Again, what did I say? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Listen, I will fight Jake Paul
Oh, right now.
right now.
Yeah, I didn't even have to
I will
stretch.
probably lose, but I'll do it on integrity alone.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
that guy.
He's like fucking 5 foot taller than I am.
Jake Paul? No, he's like 3
I don't know how big they are.
He's like your size, but like
They're
20 pounds
goons.
heavier.
They're goons. Who cares?
Yeah.
So many states enacted laws providing private hangings. Okay. Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, New York, Massachusetts, and New Jersey all abolished public hangings. Okay. By 1849, 15 states were holding private hangings. So we didn't get rid of hangings, but y'all can't come see it.
There's
See,
a
if you
VIP booth.
do you want to see this hanging? $20 a seat.
Exactly. Exactly. So this move was opposed by many death penalty abolitionists who thought public executions would eventually cause people to cry out against execution itself. For example, in 1835, Maine enacted what was in effect a moratorium on capital punishment after over 10,000 people who watched a hanging had to be restrained by police after they became unruly and began fighting. 10,000. That's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
All felons sentenced to death would have to remain in prison at hard labor and could not be executed until 1 year had elapsed, and then only the governor's under the governor's order. Okay, so he would have to say, this person's been here long enough, it's time for his execution.
Okay.
No governor ordered an execution under the Maine law for 27 years.
Wow.
Though many states argued the merits of the death penalty, no state went as far as Maine did, obviously, because, I mean, that's actually, if you think about it, I mean, at that time, it was probably a good idea.
Yeah.
The most influential reformers were the clergy, of course. Ironically, the small but influential group that opposed the abolitionists were also the clergy. Yeah. So they were like, this side's like, well, we believe in God. They shouldn't die. the other side, well, we believe in God. They should die.
See, I always vote for either side, so that way I always come out on top.
Right.
Yeah.
Just, selectively.
Always bet on black.
That's right.
Bet on black.
All right, so let's talk about electrocution. Want to know how the electric chair came to be? Well, electrocution. I can't even talk anymore. Electrocution as a method of execution came onto the scene in an implausible manner. Edison Company, Thomas Edison and his electric company.
Okay, makes sense. He invented a light bulb and was like, you know what? Now we're going to use it to kill people.
Nope, that's not how it happened.
Oh, damn.
So with its DC, or direct current, in their electrical systems, began attacking Westinghouse Company and its AC, or alternating current electrical systems, as they were pressing for nationwide electrification with alternating current. So basically, you had DC and AC, and they were like fighting it out.
And they're like, fire!
Right.
So
We salute you.
VHS beta?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yes. It's literally it's Xbox and PlayStation fighting one another.
God, yeah.
Yes.
PlayStation wins.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. I
not
agree.
even close.
I agree.
Sorry.
No, 100%.
Bill Gates went to Sex Island. Just saying.
Wow.
You heard it here first, folks.
To show how dangerous AC could be, the alternating current from Westinghouse, Edison Company began public demonstrations by electrocuting animals.
Oh,
So they went, listen, do you see how AC, how hard it is? Like, look at this. It's destroying these animals. Well, people reasoned that if electricity could kill animals, it could, obviously kill people. In 1888, New York approved the dismantling of its gallows and the building of the nation's first electric chair. It held its first victim, William Kemmler, in 1890, and even though the first electrocution was clumsy at best, other states soon followed the lead. That's where the electric fucking chair came from.
Hold on.
Because two opposing companies were trying to fucking out each other.
What do you mean by clumsy?
It was bad.
Like,
so you're saying this is like Pfizer and Moderna trying to fight each other for the best vaccine that kills us all.
But on a more...
Did I say that out loud? I'm so sorry. Can you edit that?
But on I'll get that out.
I don't want to die.
But on the a way more gruesome level. So basically back in the day, and we'll talk about a few of these, but back in the day, everything they did, every execution was a work in progress.
right.
So let's just say they take the first guy, they put him in this chair, they've got, these wires and stuff rigged up to him, and they just put him in there and they go, well, oops, we didn't put a bag over his head. Well, his eyeball pops out, or blood comes out of his ears, and like whatever the case may be. And then the second one is like, oh, well, he really didn't die fast enough, like we talked about in the bonus episode.
Popcorn.
Yes, yeah, right. He didn't die fast enough. So what do? They used to take, they actually tried putting people's hands in water.
Yeah, or their feet.
Yeah. In order to conduct more electricity and to help kill them.
The sponge from the
sponge,
movies when Tom
right.
Hanks, you didn't want the sponge.
The Green Mile.
Didn't they do that in Constantine too? John Constantine wanted to, go to hell, and he shocked himself, but he was at his feet, and
yes,
there's an electric chair.
That is great. He took the lamp.
Yeah,
the one
lamp.
guy took the lamp.
Well, I mean, water, of course.
That was with the Idris Elba. What the fuck's his name? Anyways, but go.
Most F.
Water is very, conductive. Yeah. So they basically, when it came to the electric chair, it was all like, let's do this next. Let's do this. And then, everyone's complaining about the gushing of the eyeball. So let's put a hood over their head. They're complaining about the screams. Let's put a gag over their mouth. Okay. It's a horrific way to kill somebody. I'm sorry. I'm all for if you fucked up and you did something stupid and you killed somebody or you deserve to die. Okay, I get it. But there should be more humane ways.
Well, I agree. But
you know what I mean?
On a side note, though.
Which is why I'm all about the firing squad.
Right.
100%.
Oh, 100%. It's quick and easy.
It's the only one that is 100% definitive.
Oh, yeah. And no one really feels like they have that load to bear because they're always one person has a blank.
But literally, though, there are...
But see, my only thing is if you are uneasy about an eyeball popping out during an execution, why are you at an execution?
Well, it's because it's validation. Because if somebody killed your family member, you'd want to be there, regardless of how it turns out. Because you're probably not expecting that.
Not only that, it's always like the train wreck you can't turn away from. Like,
yeah, but I think it's more of it's a conclusion to what happened. So not only were they found guilty and indicted, and now they're being executed for this. I think you're going there, and I don't know. Obviously, I have no clue how to even put myself in that situation. But I would see. To me, it's I have to go and end this. I have to
closure.
This is closure for me. I'm watching, and I guarantee, dude. And I know we all sit here and we talk about, well, if someone did something like this, it's not going to be easy for anyone to see that, especially the more gruesome. Like that was fucking gruesome back in the day.
Oh yeah, I bet.
And it's
here just pulling people apart and shit.
It's just it has its faults, just like the gas chamber, and we'll talk about that. The gas chamber, all of these things, they have their faults. The only one that doesn't
is the firing squad.
Firing squad.
Yeah.
Firing squad has 100% definitive rate.
I thought lethal injection was because
they
die after what, like
there have been so many so there's been people that go in there and they give the lethal doses, except they give a little bit more of one and not enough of another, so the next thing you know, the person's dazed and confused and then starts screaming because of the shit that's trying to stop his heart. This has happened. It happens I don't want to say all the time. It happened quite often.
What, 3 formulas that go into the body or something like that? One to
I actually had it written down, and I don't know if I have it in here or not, but I had the percentage rates of executions.
One
and what
formula
they were.
that makes your body numb. The other formula makes your body sleepy, and then the other one is the one that stops your heart.
Right.
That's for people, but when it comes to like animals and shit like that, it's just one single dose.
Because people don't give a shit about it. They think animals don't feel.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean?
Stupid.
Like, I don't know, whatever.
So anyway, getting back to this. So that's how the electric chair started, okay? Between 1970 and 1955, the death penalty abolition movement again slowed down, okay? They wanted to change things up. Washington, Arizona, and Oregon in 1919 and 1920 reinstated the death penalty. In 1924, the first execution by cyanide gas took place in Nevada when Tong War gang murderer G. John became its first victim.
When was this?
This was in 1924.
Okay.
So get this shit. I said frigging, but the fucking state wanted to secretly pump cyanide into his cell at night while he was asleep as a more, quote, humanitarian way of carrying out the penalty.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. So still, the technical difficulties prohibited this, and a special gas chamber was hastily built. That's how the gas chamber came to be. Because they wanted to kill somebody by piping it into his fucking cell, but it didn't work.
Nope, of course not.
What the fuck is wrong with us?
Because also, too, back then, they didn't have a way of making things airtight. So
it was your cell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In 1924, how airtight? My house was built 25 years ago, and air leaks out constantly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's no, I'm sorry, it's aggravating.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pro death penalty. This is the worst part about this. So,
no, that firing squad is perfectly fine. I understand that.
So they basically started building them after this. So other concerns developed when less civilized methods of execution failed. In 1930, Mrs. Eva Dugan became the first female to be executed by Arizona. The execution was botched when the hangman misjudged the drop, and Mrs. Dugan's head was ripped completely off her body. That's fucked up. So think about the people coming to see that one.
Yeah.
More states converted to electric chairs and gas chambers. During this time, abolitionist organizations sprang up all across the country, but they had little effect. Several stormy protests were held against the execution of certain convicted felons, like Julius and Ethel Rosenberg, who were convicted of spying on behalf of the Soviet Union. This is fucking insane to me. The couple was convicted of providing top secret information about radar, sonar, jet propulsion engines, and valuable nuclear weapon designs. At that time, the United States was supposedly the only country with nuclear weapons. Convicted of espionage in 1951, they were executed by the United States federal government in 1953 in the Sing Sing Correctional Facility in Ossining, New York, becoming the first American civilians to be executed for such charges and the first to receive the penalty during peacetime.
You know, after that, that's where the term, like, just got out of Sing Sing came from. Was it because of that?
Well, Sing Sing's one of the oldest running prisons in the United States and still is running right now. Yeah, it's fucked up. But think about that. They got they were executed because of potentially giving secrets to the Soviet Union. And I get it. In wartime, I understand, like, whatever, but this was peacetime. We weren't in a war at the time.
Matter. Even to this day, people all of a sudden just go missing when certain pieces of information.
Oh, we've talked plenty of times about that.
Are we
shit.
talking about the Clintons?
The who? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I didn't hear that. What'd you say?
I was talking about the Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we got that.
I heard Darth Vader for sure.
Good.
So, however, these protests held little opposition against the death penalty itself. In fact, during the anti-communist period, with all its fears and hysteria, Texas Governor Alan Shivers seriously suggested that capital punishment be the penalty for membership in the Communist Party.
So wait.
Right. If you remember the Communist Party,
You're dead.
you're dead.
Like shot on
That's
sight?
it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Literally, that's what it is.
So,
it's like right now, we have a Republican, hypothetically, a Republican president, and he goes, "All Democrats should die."
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
No.
The movement against capital punishment revived again between 1955 and 1972. Now, England and Canada completed exhaustive studies which were largely critical of the death penalty, and these were widely circulated in the U.S. So they did all these papers and research and brought it over here. Death row criminals gave their moving accounts of capital punishment in books and films. Convicted robber, kidnapper, and rapist, Carol Chessman published Cell 2455 Death Row and Trial by Ordeal. Barbara Graham's story was utilized in the book and movie I Want to Live after her execution. She was executed in the gas chamber at San Quentin Prison on the same day as two convicted accomplices, Jack Santo and Emmett Perkins. All of them were involved in a robbery that led to the murder of an elderly widow. Television shows were broadcast on the death penalty. Hawaii and Alaska ended capital punishment in 1957, and Delaware did so the following year. Controversy over the death penalty gripped the nation, forcing politicians to take sides. Delaware restored the death penalty in 1961, just freaking 4 years later. Michigan abolished capital punishment for treason in 1963. Voters in 1964 abolished the death penalty in Oregon. In 1965, Iowa, New York, West Virginia, and Vermont ended the death penalty. New Mexico abolished the death penalty in 1969. I love how everyone makes fun of fucking West Virginia, but well, you know what? In West Virginia, they're like, yeah, we ain't going to pay to kill him. Billy's got a fucking gun. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's kind of where it was. The controversy over the death penalty continues today. There is a strong movement against lawlessness propelled by citizens' fears of security. Politicians at the national and state levels are taking the floor of legislatures and calling for more frequent death penalties for more crimes, and longer prison sentences, which I personally don't believe we need. Nope. Those opposing these moves counter by arguing that harsher sentences do not slow crime and that crime is slightly or the same as in the past. FBI shows murders are now up. Okay, for example, 9.3 persons per 100,000 were murdered in 1973, and 9.4 persons per 100,000 were murdered in 1992. Okay, so like 0.1%, right? Okay. As of today, it's upwards to 14.4 persons per 100,000.
Okay, so now let me just ask a devil's advocate question here.
Yeah, well, I haven't answered this, but go ahead.
Okay, so what was the population back in 70 and 90?
Right.
What's the population now?
Right.
Okay.
And again, this upswing might be because of more advanced crime technology, as well as more prominent news and media, as well as the abundance of more people, more population. Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
Capital punishment has been completely abolished in all European countries except for Belarus and Russia, which has a moratorium and has not conducted an execution since September of 1996, which really surprised the fuck out of me. Because I thought Russia was like, oh, you're ugly, execute him. You know what I mean?
No, they don't execute. They just do the Clinton thing where they just make you disappear. I mean, they just do things where you disappear. Sorry.
The complete ban on capital punishment is enshrined in the Charter of Fundamental Rights of the European Union, the EU. Two widely adopted protocols of the European Convention on Human Rights of the Council of Europe are thus considered a central value of all modern European countries. San Marino, Portugal, and the Netherlands were the first to abolish capital punishment, whereas only Belarus still practices capital punishment in some form or another.
Yeah, but if you commit a crime in Netherlands, though, you get a 5-star fucking penthouse.
Right. Well, actually, their jails. But did you see that their the way their jails work and how it like actually reforms people?
Yeah.
I mean, it does work.
But then again, at the same time, you have like one person a year that does something stupid. So
yeah, because there's like 8 people that live there.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
In 2012, Latvia became the last EU member state to abolish capital punishment in wartime. All right. So now let's switch gears here a little bit.
Okay.
From the history of capital punishment and executions in general and get into what we know you beautiful fucking listeners are here for.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some methods used throughout the years, and then we'll talk about some famous executions and some really fucked and messed up ones. So let's talk about some methods here.
Okay.
All right. We've discussed these before, but we're going to kind of rehash these. Boiling to death.
That's
A slow and agonizing punishment. This method traditionally saw the victim gradually lowered feet first into boiling oil, water, or wax.
And now you know how a lobster feels.
Yep.
well, except for Bugs Bunny.
What?
Bugs Bunny.
What about Bugs Bunny?
He sits in the boiling pot with the witch, and he's like cutting up carrots and eating the carrot at the same time, just chilling out. No, okay.
He is right.
Of all things, he knows Bugs Bunny.
The fuck you mean?
He doesn't know Led Zeppelin, but he knows fucking Bugs Bunny.
I'm sorry, but did Led Zeppelin ever make a cartoon? I didn't think so. All right.
Did Bugs Bunny ever write a great record?
Yeah, the opera thing.
Oh, Jesus.
No? Okay.
If the shock of the pain did not render them immediately unconscious, the person would experience the excruciating sensation of their outer layers of skin utterly destroyed by immersion, burns, dissolving right off of their body, followed by the complete breakdown of the fatty tissue boiling away beneath. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, it's like drinking out of the Holy Grail.
Emperor Nero is said to have dispatched thousands of Christians in this manner. At the same time, in the Middle Ages, the primary recipients of the punishment were not killers or rapists, but coin forgers.
Wait.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
You killed someone? Oh, you're all right. Yeah.
But,
fine.
hey, you see that gold coin right there?
Yeah. See that coin? Did you make that?
Hey, but it's bronze, though.
Right. That don't look right.
It don't look right.
You don't mess with money.
Right.
Hey.
Right. I apparently not.
You fuck with my money, I fuck with your life.
And that
okay?
happened particularly in Germany and the Holy Roman Empire.
That's a tough word, by the way.
I hate that fucking word
I always
so
fuck it
much.
up, too.
God, I hate it.
Yeah.
In Britain, meanwhile, King Henry VIII introduced the practice for executing those who used poison to commit murder.
Poison.
Yeah.
Poison.
So you can kill somebody, but if you poison them, is that Bill Biv DeVoe?
Yeah.
Better than the bean in photo fact. You ready, Biv? Sorry.
Never trust a big butt and a smile.
That's right. So anyway, yeah, you could kill somebody, but if you poison them, then you're going to die.
Wait, that's
Shockingly, the practice is believed to have been carried out as recent as 2002 when the government of Uzbekistan, led by Islam Karimov, was alleged to have tortured several suspected terrorists to death by boiling. 2002. We're boiling motherfuckers. The fuck is wrong with us?
I mean,
there's a lot of countries that need to catch up with.
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
You could see that in the United States, just going.
Oh yeah, we were
going south and west. You know what I mean? We saw that on tour.
We were still napalm people too. So
like these guys still wear hypercolor T-shirts. What's wrong? Do they miss the memo?
Hey. Why are you wearing Jinkos, dog?
Miami Vice, #1 new show.
Here's one for you, Logan.
Oh,
the Blood Eagle.
All right. That's have you okay. Anyways.
All right. So the Blood Eagle is a technique ascribed to ancient Norse warriors. The Blood Eagle mixed brutality and poetic imagery that only the Vikings could. First, the victim's back would be hacked open and the skin ripped apart.
Wait. Can I describe this a little better?
Exposing the spinal column.
They used to fillet the skin.
Yes.
Peel the skin off. Then peel one of all your ribs one at a time off your spinal cord. Then they would pull your lungs out so you would drown in your own blood and let you hang there, dying.
I guess I don't need to read the rest of this.
Can you do this one more time, just a little bit more quieter and a little bit more deeper?
Yeah, do it.
They used to take your skin and fillet it. And they would pull every rib one at a time. And then they would pull your lungs.
So not only that, when they pulled your lungs from you, they would coat it with salt.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah,
causing eventual death by suffocation. There is some question whether this technique was ever actually used, as the only accounts come from Norse literature. Odin did this shit, you know damn well.
Well, Odin is a mythological person that we talk about.
You don't know that.
So, but
I watched him in a movie yesterday. He's there.
You know who actually used to do this shit, right?
What?
Genghis Khan. The Mongolians.
Oh,
they used to do this shit all the time. And they don't get talked about. But one of the cleanliest natives of the world that used to, like, back in the day when Norse and stuff like that went around, they used to bathe almost every other day. Like, they were clean people.
Who's that?
The Norse.
Yeah, I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Exactly.
It's all in there.
How was that? Was it a good game?
It's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. So the good
War 2's coming out?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So the good news for any poor soul who might have suffered this brutal death, the agony and blood loss from the initial wounds would probably have caused them to pass out long before the lungs were removed from their bodies.
Let's hope so.
Which is probably good. Now, listen, we've talked about on this show before Vlad the Impaler, you know,
Dracula.
most famously used by Vlad the Impaler, 15th century ruler of Wallachia in present-day Romania, and inspiration for, you know, Count Dracula, like you said. The act of impalement is a long, grim history. Well, images tend to depict people being, skewered through midsection and then held aloft. We've seen the pictures before where they go, and they just held them up there in a manner that would almost certainly bring about a rapid death. The actual process was a much longer, horrifically drawn-out ordeal. Traditionally, the stake would be partially sharpened and planted, point up, in the ground. The victim would then be placed over the spike as it was inserted partway into their rectum and or vagina. As their body weight dragged them further onto the pole, the semi-greased wooden stake would force its way up through their body, piercing organs with agonizing slowness as it eventually penetrated the entire torso, finally tearing an exit wound through the skin of the shoulder, neck, or throat. Holy shish kebab. Or Bill. Or Karen. I'm just saying. Come on. That was good. Oh, no, that was good. Shishka Karen. No, I'm just kidding. That's fucked up. Think about that.
Incredibly fucked up.
So the earliest records of the torture came from 1772 BC in Babylon, where the aforementioned King Hammurabi, we talked about earlier, ordered a woman be executed in this way for killing her own husband. But its use continued until as recently as the 20th century, when the Ottoman government employed the technique during the Armenian Genocide of 1915 to 1923, which is super fucked up. All right, and by the way, we're probably never going to do an episode about this, but the Armenian Genocide thing is fucking crazy. And if you guys don't know really a lot about it, you should research it, and you'll realize the Turkish government, fucking hell, man.
It's almost as bad as any genocide is bad genocide, but
correct.
But the African genocide with the
go ahead.
I don't remember the fucking name. It's the two tribes, but they made a movie about it. Anyways, all genocide is bad genocide.
Weed every day.
Yeah, it's bad. So according to some accounts, it could take the victim exposed, bleeding, and writhing in tormented agony as long as 8 entire days to fucking die.
Yikes.
I want you all to sit there and process that for 2 seconds.
8 days is a long...
You motherfuckers get mad when Amazon takes 8 days to come to your house. Imagine having a spike up your ass, slowly guiding its way through your entire body until it literally finds an exit.
Yeah.
8 days later.
That's almost borderline torture.
Borderline, you think? Keel hauling. Here's a good one.
That's a good one.
Walking the plank might not be the most pleasant of deaths, but it
never
seems...
actually happened.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But it seems moderately more humane than the other favored maritime punishment of keel hauling. A punishment that often ended in death due to the severity of the wound sustained, or was simply carried out until the point of death. It saw the victim, legs weighted and suspended from a rope, dropped from the bow of the ship, and then rapidly pulled underwater along the length of the hull and over the keel. The beam, the beam that runs longitudinally down the center, the big beam that goes down.
Oh, yeah.
Right. In the age of old wooden sailing ships, the hull of a vessel would generally be coated in a thick layer of barnacles, whose shells could be and are rock hard and razor sharp.
Yeah.
As the drowning sailor was yanked relentlessly through the salt water, these barnacles would strip the skin from the body, gouging out raw chunks of flesh, and even, by some accounts, tearing off entire limbs or severing the fucking head.
Yeah.
If the sailor was still alive, they might be hung from the mast for 15 minutes before going back again. And in some cases, the victim would have an oil-soaked sponge containing a breath of air stuffed into their mouth to prevent a merciful drowning. Employed mainly by the Dutch and the French from the 1500s, it was abolished in 1853. Accounts of its use date back to Greece in 800 BC. That is See, I hate water as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So like drowning is like a fucking like thing to me. Could you fucking imagine?
No, I couldn't.
It's kind of like water skiing when you fall and not letting go of the rope.
I wouldn't do that either.
Yeah.
None of that sounds good to me.
Did you know that in what is it? Barbados?
I was going to say Brazil, but go ahead.
No, in Barbados, pies there cost like $5, but in Haiti they cost like $7. Those are the pie rates of the Caribbean.
Look at his face. His face is like, you motherfucker.
Can we edit that?
The only reason why I say that is because they described in-depth keel hauling in, I think it was like the second or third Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh, man, it's horrible.
Yeah, that was a bad joke.
So this one's pretty fun. It's called the Roman candle. Many of the worst execution methods ever devised involved fire, but of course it did. From burning witches at stake in medieval Britain to roasting criminals alive in hot metal inside of the brazen bull in ancient Greece, which we talked about in our tortures one we did years ago now. God, it's been years.
Yeah, that was Riley was on that
I think Riley, yeah.
That's actually one of my favorite episodes from the beginning.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But few match the sheer lack of humanity as the Roman candle. A rumored favorite of the mad Roman Emperor Nero, which we talked about a little bit earlier. This method saw the subject tied to a stake and smeared with flammable pitch, which is tree or plant resin, then set ablaze, slowly burning to death from the feet up, right?
Hence the party firework.
Right. What sets this above the many other similar methods is that the victims were sometimes lined up outside to provide the lighting for one of Nero's evening parties. Yeah. Let's put that into fucking context.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So, in other words, I'm throwing a party. All these guys I want dead, light them on fire. But not just quick fire. Resin burns.
Yeah, it's like the monk who put gasoline on himself and set him ablaze.
It's like napalm. You know what I mean? Like you put that on yourself and it's just going to fucking burn and burn and burn. It's like being, tarred back in the day or whatever.
Yeah.
Like fucking horrible. So let's talk about being hanged, drawn, and quartered.
Oh, that's
we talked about this earlier. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hanged, drawn, and quartered. Yeah.
Metallica.
Yeah. First recorded in England during the 13th century, this unusually extreme, even for the time, mode of execution was made the statutory punishment for treason in 1351. God, everyone in their treason.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, you can rape somebody, but don't you dare talk about my country. Though it was intended to be an act of such barbarous severity that no one would ever risk committing a treasonous act, there was nevertheless plenty of recipients over the next 500 years. The process of being hanged, drawn, and quartered began with the victim being dragged to the site of execution while strapped to a wooden panel, which was in turn tied to a horse. They would then experience a slow hanging, in which rather than being dropped to the traditional quick death of a broken neck, they would instead be left to choke horribly as the rope tore up their skin of their throat, their body weight dragging them downwards. Some had the good fortune to die at that stage, including the infamous gunpowder plot conspirator Guy Fawkes, who ensured a faster death by leaping from the gallows. Yeah, he actually jumped off. He knew what they were going to do to him, so they had the rope around his neck, and he fucking leaped.
Good man.
He's like, fuck this. Fucking killed himself.
It kind of sounds like a Colombian necktie.
Colombian, no.
No, that's where they pull your tongue through your throat.
Yeah, that's where they give you a slit.
Yeah, but then they choke you with your own fucking tongue.
No, they just pull your fucking tongue. There's no choking after your fucking throat slit.
Yeah.
Like, you're done.
Yeah.
So, again, once half strangled, the drawing would begin. The victim would be strapped down and then slowly disemboweled. Their stomachs sliced open, and their intestines and other significant organs hacked apart and pulled or drawn from their body. The genitals would often be mutilated and ripped from between their legs.
At the same time?
Yep. Those unlucky enough to still be alive at this point might witness their organs burned in front of them before they were finally decapitated.
This is what they did to William Wallace in Braveheart.
Yeah.
They didn't hang him, but they quartered him on the table, remember?
Yep.
Holy fuck.
Once death had finally claimed them, the recipient's body would be carved into 4 pieces or quartered, and the parts sent to prominent areas of the country as a warning to others. The head would often be taken to the infamous Tower of London, where it would be impaled on a spike and placed on the walls for the mockery of London.
Yeah, that's not mocking.
Yeah, that's
Just saying.
It's fucked.
I always thought quartering was when you had 4 horse-drawn carriages pulling one part of your body.
That's what I thought it was too, to be honest with you. Yeah. And I think that's what it could be, because I think Native Americans did that. Like
no, Romans and old-timey.
Oh, well, I've seen movies where like the Native Americans, whether or not they still did it, they would tie you to like 4 different horses and make them go away, or slap their asses, make them go away. You go home. No, like it make them go in different directions and then pull you apart. Yeah.
No, that was like Asian and like Roman Empire time.
Yeah,
it was bad.
So now there's rat torture. We've talked about this one.
Wait, rad?
Rats.
Oh.
Yeah, rad torture. You're playing the game Rad.
You have to go to Hell Track.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, and then go down the water slide with Aunt Becky.
Yeah, you're going to have to get those Jankos back for that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So as recently depicted in that horrible show, Game of Thrones, rat torture is ingenious in its disgusting simplicity. In its most basic form, a bucket containing live rats is placed on the exposed torso of the victim, and heat is applied to the base of the bucket.
Didn't they do that in Fast and Furious too? Too Fast, Too Furious?
I've seen this in a few movies, to be honest.
Yeah, it's in a lot of stuff.
With the cop. They're like sitting here, he's trying to get him to, and he's like, well, the buck gets too hot, so the rat's going to go only one way.
Right.
It's down. Yeah.
So the rats, crazy with fear from the heat, tear and gnaw their way into the abdomen of the victim, clawing and ripping through skin, flesh, organs, and intestines in their quest to escape. Possessing the most powerful biting and chewing motion of any rodent, rats can make short work of a human stomach, and they can. They're bastards, dude.
They eat through steel pipe like it's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Their rats are fucked up. Along with the unimaginable pain, the victim would also suffer the sick horror of feeling the large, filthy creatures writhing around their guts as they died. While associated with Elizabethan England, where the Tower of London was said to have housed a dungeon of rats, a pitch-black room below high water mark that would draw in rats from the River Thames to torment the room's inhabitants, the practice has been used far more recently. General Pinochet, this is fucked, by the way, General Pinochet is said to have employed the technique during his dictatorship of Chile. He was there from 1973 to 1990.
Holy shit.
While reports from Argentina during the national reorganization process in the late 1970s and early 80s claimed victims were subjected to a version in which live rats, or sometimes spiders,
that's rough,
were inserted into the subject's body via a tube in the rectum or vagina.
Yeah, it's rough. I was going to ask.
Why would you put a spider up someone's butt, man?
Why would you put a rat up someone's ass?
I don't know. Rat seems all right. Spider doesn't.
So wait, hold on. Did you know that your
that seems fucked up, dude.
Did you know your rectum can stretch up to 7 inches?
Did you know that?
Did you measure it?
Did you know that a raccoon can fit into a 2.5 inch diameter pipe? So that in theory means you.
I know that because I know mice can squeeze to like what, a 1/4 inch almost.
Yeah. So, anyways, what I was going to ask was, when was all this rat torture stuff going on?
This one in Chile was
before that, like
it's
London.
Been years.
Yeah.
So
like way back. They had a dungeon of rats.
Correct.
Isn't that also how the bubonic plague kind of started? Was because of rats?
Well, it actually started. Well, it started from rats, but the lice, not the lice,
ticks or whatever.
The lice. Yeah, it was lice on the. Yeah, maybe they started it. Yeah, way to go, dickheads.
We didn't start the fire.
All right, so one more here. Ooh. This one's really like, I always kind of heard about this one. The bamboo torture.
Oh, God, when they shove bamboo shoots.
Oh, no, it gets worse than that.
Oh, no.
Forcing thin shards of bamboo under the fingernails has long been cited as an interrogation method, but bamboo has been used to creatively and slowly execute a person.
Oh.
Allegedly used by the Japanese on American prisoners of war, it saw the victim tied down to a frame over a patch of newly sprouting bamboo plants. So listen closely to what I'm saying.
Oh, my God.
As to not... just to grasp this whole execution style, like, just listen closely. One of the fastest growing plants in the world, capable of growing to 3 feet, up to 3 feet, in 24 hours.
Yeah.
The sharp-tipped plants would slowly pierce the victim's skin and then continue to grow. The result was death by gradual, continuous, multiple impalements, the equivalent of being dropped on a bed of sharpened stakes in terribly slow motion. Despite the practice having roots, no pun intended, in the former areas of Ceylon, now Sri Lanka, and Siam, now Thailand, in the 19th century, there are, however, no proven instances of it being used during World War II. It's certainly possible, however, and has been shown that the technique among the worst execution methods ever works. In fact, a 2008 episode of Mythbusters.
What? Suckering, suckertash.
My mouth said stop it. Of Mythbusters found that bamboo was capable of penetrating a human-sized lump of ballistic gelatin over 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Yummy.
And now, boys and girls, it's your favorite part of the show, the movie review. Which top 10 movies will make the cut today?
All right. So we got some movies here. Number 10.
Number 5.
is a movie called Summersby.
So what's our movie list here,
you
Jeff?
know what? Hold on, let me mute this real quick because they're going to play all these ads.
Oh, Jesus. No ads. So what's our movie list?
This is top 10 movies about execution.
Okay.
Or death penalty, rather.
Okay, death penalty. All right.
Same thing.
All right.
So number 10 is Summersby. It's a 1993 movie. And it is...
Have you seen this? Have you seen Summersby?
No, I've never even heard of it.
I think I have. I think this is in Australia. Australia.
And all it says is a farmer returns home from the Civil War, but his wife begins to suspect that the man is an imposter.
Ooh.
And it stars Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
And Richard Gere.
Oh, that's not the movie I thought it was.
Yeah.
6.2 stars, though.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm telling you, is that in... That's got to be based in... maybe not. Summersby. You ever seen that, Logan?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you don't even know who Led Zeppelin is.
Hey, but I know who that main chick is.
Jodie Foster?
Yeah.
Who is she?
She's a gray-haired lady now.
What significant role does she have in, let's just say,
I don't know if it's
the
significant.
presidency in the 1980s?
Did she partake in...
I just want to see if you even...
Did she hang out with Bill Clinton?
What? That was 90s.
Oh, my bad. Jodie Foster, let's see, 1980s. I don't even know a single movie in the 80s.
It has nothing to do with the movie now.
Okay.
So it's not single white female. I'll tell you that. Gotcha. That is a good movie.
It is very good, yeah.
She's actually been in a bunch of really cool shit.
A lot of movies.
She was in, what's the...
Contact,
yeah. But there was a guy who actually attempted to kill Ronald Reagan because he was in love with Jodie Foster.
I didn't know it was Jodie Foster that he was in love with. I thought it was a book.
Nope. That you're thinking of
the fucking guy that does the fucking music and shit. The Catcher,
John Lennon.
Yeah, Catcher in the Rye. Yeah.
Did you say that he does that fucking music? What the fuck?
Just wanted to fuck you up. That's all. But anyways,
Jesus Christ.
Anyways,
yeah. Continue.
Imagine all the people.
You're out of the will. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so number 9 is Capote. I've heard of this, but I never sat down to watch it.
Truman Capote. Yeah.
Yep. In 1959, Truman Capote learns of the murder of a Kansas family and decides to write a book about the case. While researching for his novel In Cold Blood, Capote forms a relationship with one of the killers, Perry Smith, who is on death row.
Yeah, death row.
And that is
Death Row Records.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, who the late.
Yeah,
Philip
the late
Hoffman, yeah.
which was a dude, like such a weird actor, but like so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he was in some weird ass shit. He was in Twister.
I love Twister.
He was also in
Boogie Nights. He's in
Boogie Nights. Yeah. And what was the one with Ben Stiller that he was in? Something.
The Ringer?
Something. No, Polly. The something Polly.
Yeah.
Along Came Polly.
Along Came Polly.
Yeah,
he was
a
in
child actor that couldn't give it up. Yeah.
So he like did all these weird, but then he could do like roles like this. And if you watch this movie, I've seen this before. Capote. It's amazing. He's an amazing fucking actor, and it's
so
really
there's a death penalty in that movie. Then obviously because it's on the list.
Yeah. Well, it's about the death penalty. Yeah.
Okay.
And it sucks that he died over fucking drug abuse. Yeah.
A lot of people died over that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Which
we talked about this one. This is Monsters Ball.
Nice.
2001.
Okay.
Oh, that's got that girl in it. You know what I'm talking about.
It stars Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, and who else?
Halle Berry.
Yeah, got that Halle Berry in there.
Hey, did you like her in Catwoman?
Oh, I liked her and everything.
Okay. And Taylor Simpson. Don't know who that is.
That's
didn't want to leave him out or her, whoever it is.
Yeah.
After a family tragedy, a racist prison guard re-examines his attitudes while falling in love with the African-American wife of the last prisoner he executed.
Yeah. Great movie. Really fucked up. Super fucked up, actually. Billy Bob Thornton, he plays some fucking...
He's a weirdo.
Like weird-ass roles. But he was in Sling Blade, dude.
Wasn't he also in like White Man Can't Jump?
Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah.
Well, no.
Who am I thinking of?
Wesley Snipes?
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson. Damn it.
No, Billy Bob Thornton was in... he was Bad Santa.
He was also the NASA chief in Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he does really cool, like normal shit, but then all of a sudden he does fucking weird ass, like, whoa.
Yeah.
What was the one where he was brothers with Bill Paxton and there was like a murder? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They're like in the snow.
Yeah. It's not.
What the hell was that
Wait,
movie?
hold on. Not Paradise.
No.
What's it called? Something. No. That's with
And he was trying.
Danny Carey.
It was Bill Paxton was all fucking
Not
weird.
Danny Carey. Dana Carvey. Where did I get Danny Carey at? Anyway, what is it?
He's a
I don't
brother
know.
with
I
Bill
have to look it
Paxton.
up.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
So
he's brothers with Bill
I've
Paxton.
seen that.
And he
like,
kills him.
Right.
Yeah.
But what the hell was the name of that? It was a good movie.
Fuck, I don't remember that one.
It was kind of like Fargo, but not Fargo.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't it? It's
Oh
like,
wait, no, I'm thinking of the one with John Cusack. Because wasn't he in that too? Wichita Falls. That's where I got the name for the band. I swear to God. Anyway, if you guys know that movie, please tell us because we've been drinking all day. Anyway, number 7.
Number 7 is True Crime, a 1999 movie. That's the year I graduated, by the way, in case anybody's taking types. Stars Clint Eastwood.
Young buck.
It says,
I have not seen this, by the way.
can an over-the-hill journalist uncover the evidence that can prove a death row inmate's innocence just hours before his execution? Sounds like every movie I've ever seen.
So this is 1999, and he looks old
But
as
it's
shit.
but it's Clint Eastwood, so he's like,
and he's got his
he didn't do it.
his eyes like this the entire time.
he's always
I have
done
the
that.
evidence.
Every movie ever.
Do you feel lucky?
Get off my lawn.
Do you?
Did I fire 5 or 6 shots?
Dude, Dirty Harry was great.
Dude. Yeah,
God,
no.
my favorite movie
I like
from
good, Bad, and Ugly. It was
my
Clint
oh,
Eastwood.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one.
Spaghetti westerns, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Dude,
also did
honestly,
a Fistful of Dollars.
Tuco.
Yeah,
Dude, honestly, his newer movie that he did, not newer movie because he's recently done a
El
movie.
Camino.
Was it El Camino?
Mm-hmm.
El Camino, yeah.
It's the one where he's no, I don't think it was El Camino.
No, Gran Torino.
Gran Torino. I was gonna say it didn't look like an El Camino.
He's got twice pipes.
Hey, that's a different movie. I say okay.
Man, I really like your car. No,
But no, I liked
no,
Gran Torino
it's
a
cool.
lot.
Yeah, it's cool.
He was good at $1 Million Baby too.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
I just
My favorite though is Every Which Way But Loose.
really okay.
And if you guys, it's an old 70s movie, and he's got like a chimpanzee as his sidekick.
Yeah.
Named Clyde.
Okay.
And he's a boxer that goes and not a boxer, but like a street fighter that goes to these things and fights. Dude, they're amazing movies.
Sounds like Chappie.
They're so dumb. They're so. Did you say like Chappie?
Mhm.
Chappie's about the
About a robot.
Robot.
That goes and fights. Yeah.
no, nothing like even remotely close to
Are
that.
you sure?
Yes.
They didn't drop F-bombs?
No, the opposite of Jesus Christ. Number 5. No, number 6.
Number 6 is Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge.
Not even. I've never.
You watched this one, right? You have a
Nope.
t-shirt for it.
Nope.
No?
This was 1961, and it's not rated, and it's 28 minutes long.
Oh, it's a French film. That's why.
Yeah,
the original title is La Rivière des Hibous.
It stars no one's ever heard of, so we're not going to mention it. So in 1862, during the American Civil War, a Southern civilian is about to be hanged for attempting to sabotage a railway bridge. When the execution takes place from the bridge, the rope breaks and he begins his escape towards home. And this is all in 28 minutes. Sounds great.
Okay, so I just have to...
It stars Roger Jacquet
Jacques.
and then no Jacquet.
Are you sure it's
There's
Jacques?
a T at the end.
No, it's Jacques.
Jacquet.
No, it's Jacques.
Jacquet.
No. Look at my lips. Jacques.
No.
With Anna Cornali and Anker Larson.
Yeah, Anchor Larson. You know Anchor Larson.
Yeah, dude. I just don't want to talk about him.
Oh, okay.
Number 5.
Number 5.
is Pierre Point, The Last Hangman, 2005, rated
Oh,
R.
shit.
It stars Timothy Spall, Juliet Stevenson, Eddie Marson, so nobody we know. Or
Not that I'm familiar with. Oh, it's IFC. It's a independent film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it says The Life and Times of Albert Pierre Point, Britain's most prolific hangman. That's it.
Yep. All right. Well,
Is it 35 minutes long?
No, an hour and 35 minutes.
Oh, wow.
number 4.
Paths of Glory.
Blades of Glory?
No, Paths.
No, Blades of Glory would be better.
It's provocative, man. Gets the people going.
Well, this is a Stanley.
He's talking about our lumps. Wait, it's a Kubrick movie?
Yeah.
What? Wow.
I've never heard of this. Have you?
I honestly have not.
1957. It just says approved for the rating.
An
Whatever
hour.
that means.
Hour and 20. 57 Kubrick put this out? Dude, this has to be like his first movie.
You think so?
Yeah.
So after refusing to attack an enemy position, a general accuses the soldiers of cowardice, and their commanding officer must defend them. It's got Kirk Douglas, who was a.k.a. Spartacus.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
That's Michael Douglas's dad, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But Kirk Douglas back then was like, what, fucking 50?
I mean, it's kind of like a chainsaw thing, but...
Yeah, but I'm saying like not 50 as in like old, but I'm saying 50 as in young.
Oh, yeah.
Like in 57. Well, maybe he might have been in his fucking 40s back then, right? Because Spartacus came out in like what, the 60s or 70s, right?
Wasn't he the Captain Nemo
In
10,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that Kirk Douglas?
Oh, dude.
Wasn't he
Jesus
Captain Nemo?
Christ, I don't, maybe? Yes.
Because I remember him fighting the octopus at the end.
You seem really confident, so I'm going to say yeah.
Sons of bitches.
All right. So
Number 3.
Number 3.
The Life of David Gale.
This is actually a really, really good movie.
You've seen this?
Yes. I have seen this.
2003, rated R.
It's got my boy Kevin Spacey.
Yep.
Yeah.
He went down a...
And it's got
rough
Laura
path,
Linney.
huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, listen. Here's the thing. All right, and I'm going to say something that's probably going to get me in a lot of fucking trouble here.
All right.
You cannot, at least I can't, you cannot take away the accomplishments of somebody because of something stupid that they did after their accomplishments.
Right, like make a video game.
Okay, what does that mean?
Kevin Spacey was the main character, bad guy in Call of Duty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, but regardless,
Okay. Anyway,
I'm more saying like, okay, if you sit there and go, obviously, okay, I'm going to put this in weird perspective here. Let's just say Hitler.
oh
And I know, because we talk about the
His
mustache all the time.
yeah,
And piece of shit, total fucking garbage human being,
Okay.
fucking like absolute garbage.
yeah.
But let's just say he was a, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to take that back. Hitler is an exemption.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to immediately stop that right
You don't know
now.
who the hell you're talking about.
So,
All right.
okay. Can you go back and watch the Cosby Show and say, when I was a kid watching the Cosby Show, did I enjoy the Cosby Show?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Is he, what he's done now and what you found out about him later, is he the person a piece of shit? Yes.
Oh yeah,
It
it's like
depends
watching.
if you're with the cancel culture.
It's like
Well,
watching football players.
It's the same thing like with R. Kelly and his bullshit.
Well,
Can,
peeing on people. I mean,
like he's a horrible human. Yeah, but it's underage bullshit. Like
Michael Jackson.
Right. The Michael Jackson thing.
That's
Michael
not
Jackson.
true.
What? Well, not according to whatever.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that you can still appreciate what they did, but not appreciate them as a human being.
correct. Yeah.
You can totally disassociate the two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
you should be able to disassociate.
and I
the
really
two.
apologize that I even started with the Hitler thing. I was trying to go big or go home, and guess what? Yeah, I should have just went home. That was a horrible analogy.
All right, so
Horrible.
the Life of David Gale is it's about a man against capital punishment is accused of murdering a fellow activist and is sent to death row.
Great movie.
Kate Winslet, the Titanic bitch that wouldn't move over for Leo
Correct.
on
Yeah.
the
She was
little
the-
raft. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
in it.
Now think about it. That was 2003. So she was like still in her younger ages,
Yeah,
right?
20 years
Younger
ago.
days?
Yeah.
Number 2.
Number 2,
Which
one of
is
my all-time
a
favorite
fantastic
movies.
movie.
Yes,
It is The Green Mile,
amazing movie.
1999.
The book was all. You've never seen The Green Mile,
I don't.
Stephen King.
I never wanted to watch The Green Mile.
dude? It's fantastic.
Oh, you should. You
because
should.
It's fantastic.
I don't like sad movies, man.
Yeah, but it's like weird kind of sad.
And I like the what the hell's his name? He just recently passed away a couple years ago.
The big guy.
The big guy.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael
Yes.
Clark, aka Kingpin,
Yes.
in Daredevil.
Yes, but
Yeah.
also what the fuck's his name in the whole 9 yards? Frankie Figs.
Oh, I don't know.
You never seen that's Bruce Willis and fucking our boy from
Bruce Willis, the whole 9 yards. Oh yeah. I love those movies.
Jim
And
the Tulip and
dude
Frankie
from
Figs.
what's his name?
Chandler.
Yeah. Why can't we think of his fucking name?
It's Michael something. I don't know.
It's not Michael at all.
No.
His name is not Michael anything.
And if you haven't seen this, which I'm sure most of you have, it's obviously about a black man accused of child murder and rape. And, there's all kinds of crazy scenes like they didn't put the water on the sponge thing when they killed the one guy and there's a corrupt officer. I mean, it goes on.
It
and
is
on.
the Grapes of Wrath
Mhm.
with a twist, is what it is. Because the Grapes of Wrath, if you guys, I don't know, you're younger. I don't know if
read
you
the
ever had to
book.
read that when you had to.
I read the book.
Grapes of Wrath, when you were a kid, you had to, I'm gonna love him, and it was like they did that for
Of Mice and Men.
Bugs Bunny. That's what I'm thinking of Mice and Men,
Mice
not
and
the
Men.
Grapes of Wrath.
That's what. Yeah.
So it's
Lenny. and all them.
it's this guy who was and if you watch the fucking movie, you realize that he wasn't even guilty.
Mhm.
And then that son of a bitch with the sponge, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that son of a bitch. And it's just a great movie. I mean, Tom Hanks was amazing in
Oh,
it.
yeah. Tom Hanks is
this was in his heyday too, man. Like he
Yeah.
was just killing it with movies.
like that. What the hell is that movie? The Big Boy or whatever, right? I mean, like
The Big Boy.
what the fuck is the name of the movie? Is it Big Boy?
Tom
Big.
Hanks?
It's called Big.
Yeah, thank you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm not good with names. I don't even know yours. God.
Number one.
Number one is another good movie, which I recommend everybody watch. It's called Dead Man Walking. Okay, this is 1995. Susan Sarandon, Sean Penn. A nun, while comforting a convicted killer on death row, empathizes with both the killer and his victim's family.
Dude, have you seen? You probably haven't because
I
this is
have
like
not.
it's an older
I know
one, but
who
it's
it is.
good.
It is a good one.
Fuck, is it good?
This
Susan
is what
Sarandon
actually
is.
made Sean Penn like a serious
Yep.
actor because he was like, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and everyone's like, yeah, fuck that. And he did this role, and everybody's like, oh, this guy can act.
Dude, Susan Sarandon is literally like one of the best actresses ever to exist.
She's a mother lover.
She's. What does that mean?
Remember the mother lover video?
Oh,
She's
she
in
was
it.
in that,
She's one
wasn't
of the
she?
moms,
Yeah.
yeah.
And she has a sense of humor. You know what I mean? Like, dude, she's just she's awesome. She's so good. God.
So that's your movies.
Those are the movies. Yay.
Didn't Sean Penn do I Am Sam?
Yes.
Yes.
Never go for we done.
You ever seen that clip from Tropic Thunder? No.
Yeah, but he wasn't a retard in that.
It's the quote.
And I'm not saying retarded in that way. That
No,
sounds really
let's say Santa
horrible
Claus.
that I said that. That wasn't what I was
But that's
saying.
the quote, though, isn't it? In Tropic Thunder, it was like, you don't believe me?
Yes.
Talk to Sean Penn. I
Yes.
Am Sam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. You are
Yes.
correct.
You are good.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm correlating the right Sean Penn here.
So Jeff, as we end this, is there another song you want to play?
Oh yeah, I found one online.
You found one? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Are we going to get sued for this one?
I don't know. Maybe.
Is this from that Mushroom Head Music Corporation? Mushmouth?
Did you say Mushroom Head?
I can't even. Okay.
Good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
It's going to be a lot of editing in this one.
Yeah.
No, my favorite part is I don't edit any of this shit. I
Yeah.
swear to God, I don't.
Why not?
But yeah, I don't. What you say is what you say, unless it's too far. Like I should probably go back and.
I was just searching.
Yeah, that would definitely be the
Yeah.
comment.
I didn't mean that. You know what I was trying to say, and I totally shot myself in the
We're
foot
gonna
in
get
that
hate
one.
mail for that
Because no
Yeah,
matter
that's fine.
what that motherfucker ever did,
Besides paint.
fuck him. No, I don't care. Fuck his paintings too. Fuck him.
I was
Anyway.
looking for Executioner songs,
Okay.
minus the featuring Mike Shinoda,
Yeah.
and I found this one, which I thought was pretty cool.
What do we got?
So I'll play it.
Okay.
How can I chop this man in two with a 2x4? Leaving you out onto the floor where I slipped and bled. The cops will pour. My scissors don't work anymore. I need a bleeding instrument to finish this job once more.
Cut me up. Chop me up inside. Chop me up. Take my guts out now. Kill me and leave me to die now. Cut me up. Chop me up inside. Chop me up. Take my guts out now. Kill me and leave me to die now.
Wow.
That's pretty. It sounds a lot like a song I've heard before, though, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't actually.
I don't
No.
think I've ever heard that before.
No.
Interesting.
What was the name of that song? Kill Me Now?
It's called "Chop Me Up."
Oh, Chop Me Up.
Was that it? Sounded.
I don't know. I found it on the internet. It was a torrent.
Dude, you know
would've
who would have really
sworn-
appreciated that song? Is it Amy Ferguson? That's what it was.
Amy Winehouse.
Yes, she would have really
Winehouse.
appreciated
Would've
that.
liked that.
Yeah.
She would have liked that. That was good.
Yeah.
I feel like that was that wasn't like a mushmouth thing, was it?
I don't know. Like I said, I
You
just
mean
typed in.
mushroom head.
Execution.
No, stop saying that word. Stop saying that word.
I found it on the torrent site.
Oh,
so I just
That was
downloaded
good.
it, took a
I like
chance,
that.
and I don't know. It
Shot me
sounds
up.
familiar.
That was-
but
that was good.
You should
That was
you
good.
should give them a shout out next time
Yeah.
and tell them that they did a good job.
Well, listen, you beautiful passengers, make sure to stop over to our official website at the midnighttrainpodcast.com. That's our official website. And at our website, you can find all kinds of cool stuff. Like, we drop all kinds of cool things on there. At our store, we got all kinds of super sweet merchandise where you can find our Duke of Fingerbum t-shirt, the super popular Don't Be a DeSalvo shirt, the switchblade wielding Jersey Raccoon shirt, hats, phone cases, which I just got mine in recently. See that, Jeff?
Ooh,
So cool.
so cute,
So cool.
My brother, he has a phone case. It's not as cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So listen, you know what you can find there also is if you go over to sponsors, you can find this really cool soap.
Oh, this dude, I'm loving that soap.
It's
so much.
Dr. Squatch soap. That's right. Dr. Squatch is changing the way men approach hygiene by providing all natural, high quality, healthy products like bar soaps, hair care, colognes, beard oils, and much more. They make you feel like a man and smell like a champion. All soaps and products are made right here in the United States using the finest all natural ingredients, not cheaply made or harmfully mass produced. Listen, if you want to get yours, you can get your first subscription 20% off that motherfucker. Just head over to the midnighttrainpodcast.com/sponsors, click on the banner, and use promo code DSC Squatch20. That's DSC SQUATCH 20, that's 20, to get the best damn soap. And it's awesome, man. It's so
really good.
I just broke open my Darth Maul. I think we talked about this.
Yeah, I'm still on Yoda.
Jesus, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it so
I can't
much.
wait to reorder just to try something else.
It's
too,
so
'cause
good. It's
awesome.
so good. So listen, get your guy a gift, or ladies, if you want to try it, do the same thing. Whatever, it's awesome. Just check out Dr. Squatch. They're good. And if you liked what you heard from us, consider being a producer of the show by heading over to the midnighttrainpodcast.com and clicking on the Patreon button, or just go to patreon.com/the Midnight Train Podcast. For as little as $5 a month, you can get all kinds of cool stuff like a custom shirt, custom poster, custom sticker, a plethora of bonus episodes. And listen, the bonus episodes we pump those out just as often as we do our regular episodes because we want you guys to be in there hearing different shit and doing different stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's fun. It's fun. This week's bonus episode is
and it's kind of unleashed.
yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
it's
not that you can really get a whole lot more unleashed than we are, but yeah, you know, it's
if you can imagine.
Yeah, if you could, you can. If you
We'll
go
subscribe
there.
and see.
That's right. And this week's bonus episode kind of goes along with this. It's the final last meals, right, of death row inmates.
Yeah, we were horrible at it.
And these guys had to, figure out whether or not, what people had. A lot of fucked up shit.
Oh,
A lot of, but it goes a little further in detail, so you guys might want to check that out. It's, I'm saying it's pretty awesome. But listen, just do us a favor. If you're a diehard fan and you're liking the show and you're like, I really want to support these guys, Patreon's for you. Just sign up for our Patreon, and we're not asking you to give us your hard-earned money for nothing. We're literally making sure that not only are we doing a regular episode every week, but at least one bonus episode, and then cool shit like ghost hunts.
Yeah.
And all kinds of cool stuff that's coming up. We're going to come up with cool shit. Jeff and I are going to do a music video.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And the music video is going to be about chocolate.
No, it's going to be you on the sand dunes with the white shirt flowing with your six-pack abs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm going to be
That
recording
will
it the whole
take me
time.
too long to edit.
But you never know what we're going to do there is what I'm saying. So do us a favor, sign up, become a Patreon subscriber. Let your friends know about it because that's, that's word of mouth is how we're going to get more people out here. And listen, if you want to follow us on our social media, Twitter, get over to just look up the Midnight Train Podcast. You'll
Don't
find us.
forget the sticker contest.
Yeah, which by the way, if you haven't received your stickers, the rest of them are coming out this week.
Blame the post office.
Yeah. I actually got some that came back for some freaking reason, and I have a whole box sitting
Do you know how
upstairs that's
backed
ready to
up
go out.
they are right now?
Yeah, it's stupid right now.
Really bad.
I think there's one person working for the entire company now.
I think that if I'm not mistaken, here in Ohio where we're at, it's a week behind so far.
That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, because Omicron hit and everybody was out of, at home
everyone got fucked
doing
up.
quarantine
Yeah.
and stuff, and nobody was working. So
Yeah, that's stupid. So listen, we cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support we've received. You guys are amazing. Please check out the Designated Quizzers, the podcast we're going to be on February 10th, our episode with them, and it was super fun. We had a great time with them.
The
Right?
buzz.
We learned a lot about the 80s hair metal bands and
Heck yeah,
stuff.
man.
And we drank a little scalp.
It got some scotch in us, which is why if we seemed a little more rugged tonight. Blame the scotch.
Yeah.
Blame the scotch. So listen, you guys are amazing. But thank you so much to our amazing Patreon poopers. All right. You subscribers, which I'm going to fuck up which button it is. Ready? To you beautiful motherfuckers, Corey Krakowski, Nathan Diekman, Hank Sanchez, Stacy Lukonen, Nicholas Cooper, Caitlin McKinney, Trent Scott, Spencer Dunlap, Jacob Cook, Maggie Brothers, Albert Lopez, Miles Campbell, Brian Gunsman, Margaret Atkins, damn it, Margaret, I'm sorry, Colleen Cox, Pumpkin Escobar, Mac Darty, Turner Cox. We have so many cocks in our poopers. You realize that? We do.
Yeah, quite a few.
We have a lot of cocks in our poopers.
Pretty long too.
I mean, it's fine. I like it. Yeah. They're girthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're
strong.
They feel like a tiger.
Strong.
Oh yeah.
Strong like bull.
Oh yeah.
To Sydney Sayer, Gina Madison, Janet Sherrill, Laura Randall, Chad Flint, Chris McLeod, Justin Kowalczyk, Rob Webb from the Fun Box. Please make sure you're checking out Rob Webb. Hey, we actually talked a little bit about you over in the other podcast that we were on board with today. Christina Skelton and Jessica Bartolome from the Sisters Skelton podcast.
Smug fucks.
Yes, smug.
That's the new thing.
Oh, smug fucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
You got to listen to the previous episode where they got what did they call it? A mono, where they got the review where they said they were reading like a robot, like me. And then they called him a smug fuck.
That's amazing.
And then they just mentioned it on the last episode because we mentioned it.
Yeah.
And Jesse's like, yes, Jeff, I said smug fuck. So smug fuck is like the new thing now.
Yeah, smug fuck.
Yeah.
You guys need a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You do? Yeah. With smug fucks.
Just smug fuck on it. That's it. See, that's a good t-shirt.
Good stuff.
That's good. Yeah. So make sure you're checking out the Sisters Skeleton podcast. To Maria Gibbs, to Chainsaw.
What the fuck?
Jigsaw, Rick Resler, Courtney Batchelor, Katie Bramanick, and of course, one of my best friends, Bill Birch.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Oh, that was different. So spread the word, and if you want your name to be mentioned on the show, and you just want to support what we're doing, because listen, we're just, we're a bunch of knuckleheads here trying to, spread some information and talk about some cool shit. We'd really appreciate it. Just become a Patreon producer, right? You guys got anything else to say?
What about you? Anything?
Stay 6 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
Wear a mask.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Don't invest in Tesla.
Yes. And other than that,
Avoid anyone with the last name Clinton.
Yes.
And-
Don't listen to Alanis Morissette.
Correct.
Stop it.
And
Listen to her.
Stop it.
and as always,
What?
what the fuck?
Choo choo, motherfucker!
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Good afternoon. My name is Executioner Bob, and I'm the answer to your nightmare. Not only will I cut the competition in half with a table saw, I will also bring guts and tenacity onto the table. People always ask me if I can focus and perform under pressure. To that I say, turn off the lethal poison and watch me shine. My strengths include meeting deadlines, upkeep and maintenance of company tools, and I always show up to work early, lurking in the shadows. My weaknesses are puppies, dairy products, and Star Trek. In closing, I'm a single middle-aged man that lives in my mom's basement who is ready to take life by the balls, rip them off with a gauntlet, and see what it has to offer. If you're looking for a strong candidate to be able to execute under pressure efficiently, then consider giving me the job. I'm Executioner Bob, and it's a pleasure to work with you.